Hi, I'm Mark Kerr. This is the first time Pride's going to be in America. It's the real extreme sport. Look for me to kick some butt.
I'm Guy Mesger. I'm here at the Pride. It's real, exciting, and it's extreme. Coming to you the first time in the United States. Stay tuned.
First time in North America, you're gonna watch me kick some ass. Pay attention.
The greatest show in the history of martial arts. I hope you enjoy it. We'll be back in America soon with the championship belt.
I'm Ken Shamrock, and if you like extreme, stay tuned to watch these fights, because we're gonna rock.
Tonight you will see the strongest in the world.
Hobbyでやってるから。好きじゃない人から見れば辛いかもしれないですけど、僕は楽しいですけど。I never retired, and I have a lot of people that I have to shut up over there. I gotta shut them up. And I don't live out of my past, I live out of my present. No message to Sakuraba. I'll give my message on May 1st.
It is none of them. It might, you're right. It could be. You're right. It might be none of them. This might be just a hoax. Royce turns around.
Royce, that's the blue guy. The blue guy's too big. Look at his legs. He's at the big. He's at the blue guy.
This has got to be affecting Royce to some degree. I mean, he's thinking, what the hell is going on?
Onoki.
Antonio Onoki, the famous pro wrestler who fought Muhammad Ali.
Yes. This is great, guys.
This is tremendous. One of the true sports legends in Japan. Giving Royce the commemorative flowers, the well-wish, which I'm sure deep in his heart he wants Mr. Sakuraba.
Well, who's he give it to? They're all taken. They're going to run us all to the end.
Now, as we said before, there's a practical joker in this man. Is there or is there not?
There is.
I guess we're going to find out what the mystery is.
I'm saying purple.
Okay. Will the real Mr. Kazushi Sakuraba please stand up?
And boss says nobody. Yes, I think nobody. I don't know why. I'm going to be... No, I'm going to be...
round will last 15 minutes until the winner is determined.
Okay.
Unlimited. So the guy wants to stop.
In his corner, Mr. Sakuraba and his little duo of buddies has got his trainer and mentor, pro wrestler Nobuhiko Takada. And there he is, Royce Gracie.
The fans love him. Listen to him. The guy's a legend.
The guy is a legend. He's one of the most recognizable faces in the martial arts. And there's his father, Elio.
Yeah, I admit that Mr. Gracie, you know, of course, the language barrier, but he was he gave me a lot of compliments as a fighter.
He's got red hair.
I should have figured out the orange, of course, but I was wrong. You were wrong, boss, and I guess
in the beginning I was right, but then I changed it, and it was because of you guys. So actually I'm right.
Okay.
Even when I'm wrong, I'm right.
It's no big deal, guys. I'm sure you'll get me back.
Well, you won, so of course it'll be good to you, Steve. You won.
Okay, no problem, Mo.
Here we go, ladies.
It doesn't matter to me because I'm not trying to get over on you, Mo.
All right. Okay, guys, this is it. A fight of the century, except to some degree.
This is the fight of the century. It really is. Because this time, unlike the Royler-Gracie fight, which ended in... Okay, there's the shaking of hands. The Royler-Gracie versus Sakuraba ended in a controversy over a referee stoppage. Royler complained bitterly, and there was a huge rift between the Gracie family and Mr. Sakuraba and the Pride organization after that. Yeah. Here we go. Royce comes right after him. Sakuraba goes for the single, and down they go.
Okay.
Sakuraba sits up. Royce throwing some strikes, and Sakuraba stands back up. Nice right hand by Mr. Sakuraba.
Yeah, on the ground, Gracie doesn't want to be on the ground with Sakuraba. That's his thing. He's in great control.
He uses the gi right now. You see? He uses it to hold him up.
Royce is chopping away with some light knees, and he's trying for that trip takedown. But Mr. Sakuraba has got a really good base. It's one of the things that most people don't know about him because he just does a stand-up fight lately.
Yes, if you're on the bottom, with Sakuraba, he's going to take advantage of it. He has no fear of being on top and striking when you're on the bottom. And that's what I like about him. His style is very exciting.
Yeah, now, Royce is chopping away with the knees, but I don't know what effect that is having at this moment on Mr. Sakuraba. He's waiting for an opening. Royce may be susceptible to some offense by the gi against him, boss.
Yep. That's what I said, you know. Right now, it's against him. That's what I think.
What I find interesting about Sakuraba, look at how calm his face is. Even when he fights, he's really aggressive. His expression doesn't change.
No, it's unbelievable. I met a guy, what they say, used to say, a sweetheart. You know, he's the nicest guy you can meet.
Royce tried to pull guard on Sakuraba.
Whoa, right foot.
Great right hand. Royce is going for a leg lock, and he gets Sakuraba's back. Sakuraba going for an arm lock to the side. Royce down. Sakuraba going for that Kimura.
As long as you get that in.
Now this so far has been a little more action-packed than maybe I had expected it would be.
Yep, me too, man.
A lot of people thought maybe this, because it was no time limit, was going to be a boring ground fight, but so far they've come right after each other. Royce with the knees now, Sakuraba with a good little right hand, and Royce almost getting a leg lock, but then Sakuraba popping out.
Now, is it about who's going to make the mistake?
Yeah, it's about position of mistakes, exactly. And
he's continuously throwing the knees. And like you said, you know, if he's doing this constantly, like 20 minutes, 15, 30, you know, it's going to hurt at the end.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing, but
now he's kneeing Sakuraba on that taped up leg, so maybe that's a sensitive knee. We don't know how many of those knees that Sakuraba can take before he has to change position, because he's kneeing on his soft knee. Sakuraba going for the arm lock outside of the ring.
Royce Gracie grabs his own gi to block it.
Yes, good move.
Very good move.
Oh, this is tremendous.
Look at the expression of Sakuraba.
It's great.
Unbelievable. Jesus Christ,
he's going, and he's holding it.
He's starting to really twist on that arm, and he's not really expending.
Look at Rory in there. He's complaining, but there's no rules.
There's no rules.
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You can't complain like this, right? There's no rule that says if you go outside the ring halfway on the top rope with the arm, that you have to go back in and restart.
If I was Royce, I would continue throwing the knees to the leg.
Exactly.
Change the position of Sakuraba. Make him change his position.
I truthfully don't think that Sakuraba can submit Royce from this position.
He's not worried. He just has control.
He's actually laughing about it.
You shut him down a little bit right now. But the fight's still beginning, so we'll see what happens.
He's starting to twist on that arm. Oh, he's starting to bend it back now. This is one of Sakuraba's favorite finishing moves, actually.
Yeah, but then again, you see him every time doing something else. He's got the Kimura, straight armbar, the leg lock,
the jump kicks,
the jump stomp.
I mean, the fake jump kick, then the sliding side kick.
This is very good what Royce doing here right now.
Yeah, this is very smart of Royce.
If he makes a stronger fist, would have been more impact.
Yeah, throw a couple fists, exactly.
Yeah.
But he's got to watch out that he doesn't punch himself out. But Royce's trainer told me that he feels very strongly that Royce is in the best endurance shape of any competitor in this tournament. Okay, now Royce is going for...
Sakuraba grabbed his knee. Well, he would for a second.
Now Royce is grabbing the ropes here, but... Royce has got Sakuraba's back. Now, Royce used to really love to choke guys out in this position. Once he got anybody's back in the old days, they were as good as gone. But Sakuraba is really good defense from the rear position.
We never saw this in between the ropes.
Yes.
I mean,
this is different.
Little, what can you say about this situation? It's a strange situation.
5 minutes passed.
5 minutes passed. We have 10 minutes left in this round. Royce continues to chop away.
Yeah, but why not throw a full power punch instead of like 5 sloppy ones? I will make a strong fist because he can do actually some damage if he wanted to. Yes, palm strike at the back of his head, you know, with straights.
But see, the thing is, he's not a striker. He's a submission fighter.
Yeah.
So that's the difference.
Yeah, he will set up his submissions with the strikes. That's notoriously what he's always done his whole career.
But Sakuraba's working on something.
He's got something up his sleeve. He's going to do something. You know, he doesn't seem worried at all. This is actually kind of funny, this position.
Comical, yeah.
I mean, you've got a pro wrestler against a really serious jiu-jitsu player. Sakuraba lost the arm.
But it's okay still. He's
because the rope is his friend right here.
Right. He's nothing going to happen to him.
Super calm.
Well, I don't think Royce can do a suplex from here, now can he?
No. They're both calm, but who's going to get frustrated?
He could grab the legs.
Now they're back
try
in.
To pull him out of the
Sakuraba's
ropes.
Gotten back in the ropes. Now he's back out, and he's grabbing for the other arm.
You know, in a lot of ways, I think Royce is wasting a lot of energy here.
Yep.
Because the punches aren't effective. They're just punching, but they're not effective punching.
Royce might want to just stand back and go for it again in a standing position because, like you say, Mo, I mean, he's wasting a lot of energy. And
this is smart what he's doing right now.
Throwing
the knees. No, throwing the knees.
Royce, yes.
I would have continued with that constantly. If he would,
but picking him harder, be more precise in my technique instead of just throwing him.
And with the kneecap.
I guess because the referee felt that there was, okay, he's going to restart them with the head over the ropes. I don't know what authority the referee had in that particular thing, but Sakuraba doesn't seem to mind.
It wasn't making an exciting fight for the crowd, so it's a good call. Let him break him up even. Let it go.
Yeah. He's going to reset over the top rope. And Royce is going to, try for a rear naked choke from here? It's going to be hard. Dumps him straight down, and Sakuraba stands back up.
Look at that.
Hey! Kick. A left roundhouse kick by Royce at the head, blocked.
Oh, low kick.
Nice low kick by Mr. Royce.
Growing kick.
Yep. Yeah, you got to be careful on that one.
Yeah.
Royce is throwing some kicks in this.
Well, you got to give the guy credit. He's making a fight.
He is definitely making the fight. In some ways, he's been the aggressor in this fight, and so a judge has to feel that looks good so far.
Remember, there's no
there are no judges.
So it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's hard not to say that, though. You're scoring in your head, right? Oh,
Gracie Sakuraba is going to go for a leg lock. I just want to say.
Knee-bar? Possibly, yeah.
Knee-bar?
But not yet, yeah.
But it's a little risky, of course.
Yes. But you do it, boss.
But
yes, I would.
But I don't know that with the exception of Ken Shamrock, that Mr. Gracie has ever faced a man who's got a decent leg block.
Yeah, and especially with the gi on, it's really tight. You cannot turn out anymore.
Yeah, because you don't slide.
Yep.
I think the knee bar would be the trick here. I know that Royce has trained a lot in strikes and a lot in his overall game, expecting the worst from the likes of Mr. Sakuraba and possibly Vovchanchyn, Kerr, and Coleman, and the others in the tournament.
Looks like he's going to spin pretty soon, Sakuraba. Like he's going to spin.
I don't think Mr. Sakuraba wants to be on his knees with his back to Royce.
He's going for that knee bar, man. You see?
Yeah, he's setting it up. Yeah, Royce is wasting. He's using a lot of energy now. Here we go through the ropes again.
Well, now who's calling the fight over here? The Gracie corner or the referee? Who's in charge? You know, they're complaining about the ropes. Like it says, no rules, as I understand it. Of course.
Well, but they're passionate about their player, and they're going to speak their mind. I mean, if you were in the corner of one of these gentlemen, you'd probably speak your mind too.
But you know what? That's true. But the referee is control of the fight still.
That's true.
And he can't make decisions based on what the guys in the corner are saying.
Now those knees are good because they're hitting him right on the base of the spine there, just below the buttock.
Buttocks.
You cannot tense your muscles at the back. It's going to hurt.
Yeah.
It's going to hurt. In the long run, it's going to hurt.
Oh. Now down they go, and he's going for the knee bar. Oh,
he missed it.
Oh, he missed it. Nice.
Oh, my God, guys. This is a good fight.
Oh, and down they go. Royce pulled him back and fell back, but Sakuraba doesn't seem to be in any trouble, and he spins back up. Royce wants him back down on the ground. He's going for trying to get his back again, and Sakuraba neutralizes the position.
Throwing away a lot of energy.
It looks to me, even though Mr. Gracie has been the aggressor, and it looks better, that Sakuraba has expended less energy and is more relaxed so far.
We're 10 minutes into the fight now, and right now they both look like they're doing their conditions pretty good because they're not really doing a lot. It's just a lot of holding and walking. There's a lot of strategy involved here. It's just a matter of who's going to make the mistake first and who can capitalize at that moment. 10 minutes passing the fight, and it's a strategy fight because you don't want to give a position. Sakuraba doesn't want to take a chance of getting caught in it because Royce is not going to let him.
I think they're both waiting for the other to do something now. A lot of people have wondered why Royce would want to come back because he had already had a really good career and they had a really great school and selling videotapes and teaching police departments and things. What would be your take on why he came back, boss?
Yeah, because just to prove to everybody that he still is the greatest, because what everybody said, what I say, he has to prove it right now. In the beginning, nobody knew what they were doing, and he could beat these guys, and now he's fighting in an era that everybody knows something. And you know as well as I do, if you learn little submissions, you know pretty fast to stay out of them. And that's why he wants to prove that he's still the best. I think that's his. And it's great. I respect that a lot because, like you said, he doesn't have to prove it if he doesn't want. But it's his fighting heart, his fighting spirit.
Yeah, exactly. He's a fighter, no matter what. He's the first one to actually beat everybody.
Yep.
Now, like you said earlier, boss, the fighters have changed now. Yeah, Sakuraba's got a red spot, but that's okay. That's part of the game. You're gonna bruise it a little bit. But that doesn't mean the fight's over. The game has changed, right? The game has changed. Can they capitalize on the mystique of the Gracie clan style of fighting, or is it as strong as it?
Now, one thing that a lot of the fighters that are in the tournament have complained about is the fact that Royce Gracie gets special rules and they don't. And if this is a true open weight class tournament, what are your thoughts on that, Bo?
Well, my thoughts is everybody should fight. There shouldn't be anything special for anybody. Everybody has the same rules, other than maybe unlimited time. But everybody should have the same rules. If everybody fights the same rules, weight class is an open class division. Why do you have to have a 10 kilo difference if it's a draw? If the fight goes a distance, the guy with 10 pounds less or 20 pounds less wins the fight. It's open division. The best competitor wins.
Yeah, that is one of the rules that Pride instituted in the Pride Grand Prix opening round in January. They instituted the 10 kilo, if an opponent is in fact 10 kilos heavier, 22 pounds, that the lighter man in a case of a close fight gets the decision based on that.
And I don't think that's good for the fighters. I think, like I said earlier, and I'm sure Box would agree, the toughest man, the best man wins regardless of weight.
If you go into the fight and you fight without weight limits, you have to accept the rules. That's it.
Now, Royce is chopping with a little bit of a knuckle punch coming up. It's not doing much, but he's busier now, but it still really doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because,
no judges.
we can sit here and go, he's winning the fight, but, it says Yogi Berra once said from the New York game, because it ain't over till it's over. And this is literally what is going to have to happen in this fight.
Right now, we would have wished that there was a time limit because he's ahead on points. Let me say that.
Yeah. Because he would have won this fight. Because
this round.
He's outstruck. But if it was a time limit, I believe Mr. Sakuraba would fight a completely different fight himself.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
I think he's fighting I think he's fighting the fight. Oh, here we go. Royce trying to pull him down. Mr. Sakuraba's got a great base, and he just will not stay down. He's going out here.
Knee-bar.
Going for the leg.
Knee-bar.
Going for the leg.
Oh, he blocks it. He has to punch back.
You know, Royce could potentially be in a problem situation right
here. Yes, he's going. He's hooked. He's covered. He's going for a toe hold now on the other leg of Royce. I did it actually to a Japanese fighter, Yamada, same situation. You can make a toe hold now on Royce's right leg. Turning the right leg.
Sakuraba's going to make sure he doesn't give up his back.
1 minute left in this round, you guys. 1 minute left.
1 minute left. In Gracie versus Sakuraba, battle of the century.
Yes, old school versus new school.
Fight number 2 in the Pride Fighting Championships 2000 finals.
There we go.
He's trying to loosen up. He's going to go for one foot or the other.
That's what I said. He's going for the other leg.
And he wants the knee bar, looks like.
Yeah, he wants that knee bar, but he's
now,
okay, there it is. There it is. Oh, it's not good. This is not going to be good.
No, he's all right. Royce has his foot. He has his own foot, so he's okay.
But he can chop away at that sore ear of Sakuraba.
Sakuraba should explode now as hard as he can.
Boom. Oh, there it is. Yeah. You know, he's going to really hurt him with this. He's going to hurt him. No, he's out. He's out. Yeah, you're right. He's out. He's out. He's pushing out. He's doing good defense with that. His right foot. But
Sakuraba is sliding.
Oh, ended.
Wow, good.
Oh, my God.
Very good ending. Very good ending.
Beautiful ending. Royce Gracie pretty much controlled the tempo of that fight up until the last minute and a half, let's say. And then Mr. Sakuraba did, in fact, as Boss alluded to, go for the knee bar.
Yes. I have to say, guys, I'm impressed with Royce. He did real good. After his last fight against Akira, I thought that was so boring. And he's doing really good right now.
He's doing really good. He's striking good. He threw some kicks. He threw a high kick.
But you guys made a good point that because it's unlimited, how much are you going to put out during the fight? If it was a time limit, you put out more. But since it's not a time limit or unlimited rounds, how much are you going to work?
Yep.
So Sakuraba maybe just taking his time.
Oh, no, I know. But I just say the performance of Royce is much better than I expected.
Mr. Nobuhiko Takada, the trainer and teacher of Mr. Sakuraba. Sakuraba has, as we know, gone quite a bit further in real fights than Mr. Takada has. Mr. Takada having the pro wrestling background. There it is. Boy, he's chopping away.
Palm strikes. Nice palm strikes, too.
Good palm strikes. Those were really good, but he's going for the knee bar. Royce almost tapped. Almost tapped out. But he's chopping away. Royce just doesn't want to give it up. You know, I think Royce would let the leg break, really. I think Royce would let the leg break rather than tap out. What do you think, Maurice?
He'll let it break it. That's the way they are, some kind of Brazilians. I mean, they're tough competitors like Alan Goes when he fought Frank Shamrock. He got heel hooked. He rather had just broke his heel than give the fight up. Some guys are like
He told us that he said, my spirit won't let me tap.
Yeah. You know, the funny thing is, though, and Alan Goes against Frank Shamrock, it was at the end of the round. If it would have been in the middle of the fight, it would have been disastrous, but it was the end of the round, so Alan stood on his corner with one foot. Okay, there it is, Sakuraba really trying for that. Yeah. And Royce is defending well. He's pushing with that right foot. And
well, that's the point.
He should have pulled the toes now from Sakuraba.
Everybody's getting smarter. You can't, I mean, sure, the Gracie may be kind of an old school style in a sense to the new age fighters, but they're prepared to fight the new age fighters as far as knee bars, punches, kicks, and what have you. They're not stupid. There's no way.
Along with the new breed of fighters getting smarter, it appears that Gracie has gotten smarter as well.
Saying.
He's been a student of the game also. It's pretty obvious after that first round against one of the greatest fighters in the business currently. And here we go, round 2. The sensational matchup of Royce Gracie versus Kazushi Sakuraba. Royce looks pretty fresh.
Yep, and so does Sakuraba.
This has been far better than we even imagined.
Boss, let me ask you a question. If you was to fight in this fight, regardless of who the opponent may be, how would you pace yourself? Would you be one round off, one round hard, or would you just take it how you feel?
I would like my corner say things to me like go for like 30 seconds, explodes constantly, and then take it easy for 4 minutes, see what happens, and then explode again. But I would try.
But there's no judging.
Royce coming in with a jab, and then now they tie up on the ropes. Royce going for a trip takedown, but not getting it.
But there's no judging. So what do you do?
Yes, it's true.
It's
but
difficult.
in the exploding time that I give, like 30 seconds full power, I hope to
knock the guy out.
Yeah.
Okay, now they're tied up in a little bit of a clinch here. I expect some knees from Mr. Gracie. There it is, chopping away at that left leg of Mr. Sakuraba. Now Royce throws the left knee up, but it doesn't do anything. It's a light thing just to keep him honest, so to speak. Sakuraba is reaching around behind, grabbing Royce's gi belt, his black belt.
Also strange is that the corner suddenly moved. The Gracie corner is actually giving him
they're following the
instructions in the neutral corner.
Yeah, they're following the fighter. I don't know if that's in the rules or not. Maybe it's not in the rules.
No. That's interesting because I happen to have the rules right here.
And it says cornermen can move or cannot move.
The competitor and the cornerman shall abide by any judgment. Competitors may have up to 3 people as cornermen who are requested to stay in their corner and not contact physically to the competitors during the match.
So
they have not
in the corner.
Well, they must have. Maybe that's part of their special rules.
Yep,
could be.
It must be.
It must be because the judges and referees at ringside are not making a stink about it. So
well, the judges are watching the fight. That's not their job. That's more for the referee if he can, or the people on site that work for the company.
Yeah, the security people. There he is, one of the world's greatest rock and roll guitar players, one of the greatest ever. Eric Clapton, a pop icon, parallel to none.
Royce is kneeing away, inside knees.
Sakuraba answering back with a light right knee to Royce's rib section, just sitting there like he's bored. I think he wants Royce to run out of gas. He's thinking about, okay, give me something, Royce. Give me an opening. But Royce is really keeping him close, not really giving him anything.
Let me count. How many degrees is that? Let me count the belt. Like 7 or something, huh?
I think he's it's either 6th or 7th degree black belt.
Pretty high, I guess.
That's pretty high. How many black belts do you have?
I got some from Kyokushin and everything, but I mean, Jiu-Jitsu, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is really hard to get.
Oh,
you know? Yeah. So it's not like a karate belt.
Royce, did you ever get a black belt?
No, only brown belt. Taekwondo. Yeah. See this rule. See what's going on right now. This rules issue here. Nothing's happening. The referee wants to make some action. Now they're complaining because he's wants them to break.
The referee is trying to institute a break. He's trying to say, okay, break.
Make us fight.
Yeah, because
it's just boring.
Yeah, because this is what.
No, I think the leg is hooked in, and he cannot.
No, they want to break him. He wants to break him.
Okay, they're having a controversy already.
So now they have a controversy because of the rules. You see, this is what happened with the rules. You should just have the regular fight.
You know, this is the kind of fight that most people had expected this would be. The first round was a surprise to us and probably to the rest of the world, but this second round is pretty much exactly as we thought it would be, either on the ground or standing in a clinch, just sitting there waiting for the guy, sitting there waiting for the guy to get tired. And I think that
Takada's coming in. See, he should go over there and discuss the corner as well, because there are corners all over here.
Look,
no, his leg was out.
Okay, but
Sakuraba.
This has almost become like court TV here. They're talking about rules and not fighting. They've like literally almost taken a break.
It's amazing.
See, there's got to be rules in the fight. You know, because it's going to be boring. But we'll see. We'll figure it out.
Oh, there's the stomp now. That's going to take its toll. It is. I mean, those foot stomps do hurt.
Oh, man, they can break your bones.
Oh, yeah, they can break that instep easily. One of the first people that I ever saw do that was Marco Huas.
Yes, Paul Varlins.
Paul Varlins.
Yes.
UFC number 7. He hurt Paul Varlins'
We
foot.
had Peter Smith, the Thai boxer from Holland. He did it in Thailand.
Yeah. Good Champuik. Yeah, I saw that.
And while he was waving to his mother, who was in the audience.
Yeah, but Peter Smith in that fight was also dropping the downward elbows on the back of his head and the medulla, which is actually not even legal in Muay Thai.
Yeah, that was a good fight.
Peter Smith was a crazy guy.
Yep. He still is, actually.
I hear he's doing pretty good now.
He's doing good now. He straightened things out.
Now there's Helio looking on. I wonder what Helio is thinking. He's probably thinking, just take your time, Royce, which Royce is, but unfortunately so is Mr. Sakuraba, giving us really not a lot to talk about as far as the fight going
If
on.
you notice over here, Steve, all the corner men on both sides are in the corner. They're not by the rules here.
Okay.
Because there's Takada over there, and then there's the Gracie clan over here. Nobody's following the rules.
I think that because there are no rules in this fight, that this piece of paper that we have before us basically goes right out the
Well,
window.
actually, the only one following the rules is Mr. Helio. Helio Gracie's staying in his corner.
Yes, he is.
He's the only one following the rules.
Can't he grab the belt now, Sakuraba? That he grabs the belt from
5 minutes past.
Royce and tries to twist him or something? I mean,
The thing is, I think this is a matter of attrition.
That's a smart move. That's a smart move. Use that like you would in a hockey fight. Pull it over his head.
oh yeah, he can do that too.
It's of course he can. He can't take it off and use it though.
But he can take it over him.
He can take it over.
Maybe he's going to put a nut in it.
Well, listen, right
Tie
now,
it around the rope.
right now he can't do anything because his arms are going to go so high. But hopefully he has a plan here. 5 minutes have passed, and he's grabbing the gi, but he hasn't done nothing with it. So, you know, hopefully this leads to something else.
If anything, and you guys both know, he's creating a distraction because in Royce's mind, he's thinking, what's he doing? So that takes him for a moment out of what he's doing with the chopping of the knees. But Mr. Sakuraba's just sitting there playing around with the gi. He might have something up his sleeve. If he drops straight down, I don't know what he's got.
Oh, he's just keeping busy with the knees, the inside knees, and I have to tell, man, it's what I said in the first place. They're going to hurt at the end.
If I was judging the fight, which I'm not,
Because there are no judges.
but I'd say Royce is winning right now. It's true.
Royce is definitely winning the fight right now, but Sakuraba's smiling. You know, realistically, guys, this fight goes into third, 4 or 5 rounds. Are these gentlemen going to be able to continue in the tournament to fight Igor Vovchanchyn?
Well, let me say this. Through the grapevine of the fighters, nobody figured either one of these fighters are going to do the next round. That's what most of the fighters are thinking. They're figuring this is going to be it. If Sakuraba wins, he has nothing to gain, really, by going into the next round. He beat the Gracie. If Royce wins, they figure he's going to drop out. So I don't, if it goes to like 45 minutes to an hour, a lot of other fighters think that they're going to drop out.
And what is going to happen, actually, if Royce is going to win and Royce is going to drop out?
Which brings to mind, if, let's say, Royce Gracie wins, and he cannot continue. Now, Royce is pulling guard.
Look at this.
Okay, he's pulling guard. Sakuraba's got his arm straight. Nothing doing.
Beautiful. Beautiful count on Sakuraba's part.
He is so well balanced. Unbelievable.
What are you saying, Steve?
Okay, we do not have any alternates in this tournament, but the way they're going to address the possibility of a fighter who wins dropping out is they go to the, okay, this is in Block A. Block A, Igor Vovchanchyn won his fight, and whoever wins between Royce Gracie and Mr. Sakuraba, if they drop out, they will go to one of the gentlemen from Block C who lost, and they will replace whoever drops out. Let's say if, for instance, if Mr. Sakuraba wins this fight but cannot continue because of exhaustion or injuries, then one of the losers from Block 2, which has yet to happen, will take his place. And the way they're going to determine that is that...
Oh, he's pulling it up.
He's pulling that gi up.
Sakuraba's having fun out there.
He really is. You know, this guy likes fighting.
Every time he makes something up.
You know, that's true, boss. This guy, to me, is a true artist.
He is.
Because every time he fights, something new and different happens.
Look at this. I got him. But he really can't get it right now.
No, and Royce knows that this could potentially be a problem, but I don't think Royce expected this, but he should have, because
Sakuraba
wearing the gi.
Yes.
Well, with Mr. Sakuraba, a fighter he's always got to expect at least the unexpected in the fight.
And wearing the gi, I'm sure they've worked that in their dojo to work with the gi to work against you, the person wearing the gi.
Well, Royce Gracie in his last fight was actually a submission wrestling fight in Brazil against Valij Ismail with gis on, and the gi definitely worked against him in that fight.
It did. It was a jiu-jitsu fight, and it was a great. It's another. I think Valij is known as a Gracie killer. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, he is. He's beaten 3 of them so far, and in jiu-jitsu, that's good. He's, like I said, the sports and the sport we're in now has evolved to a level that it's not barbaric, it's not brutal. It's a science now. It's a science in the way that who's the smartest fighter, who's the best conditioned fighter, who's the most complete fighter. And, you know, when you got specialized sport like just jiu-jitsu or just kickboxing or just karate, it's a little different. These guys now are complete fighters. They're complete in every aspect, and they're going to get better.
You know, I completely agree, Mo, and there's only really been one serious injury in the sport of mixed martial arts or no holds barred, and that happened in an unsanctioned fight in Ukraine, where a gentleman unfortunately, lost his life. But in boxing, for instance, there have been over 350 deaths. Yet boxing is pretty much cowed down to by certain senators in the United States in favor of trying
to... look at this. Royce with a punch, flurry of punches. A good solid punch.
Good body punches by Royce Gracie.
Good knee from Sakuraba.
Countering back. Uppercut by Royce Gracie. Right hook by Royce Gracie. Royce is boxing well here. What started off to be a less than exciting round is now turned into something interesting. Royce Gracie exhibiting some boxing ability.
Yes, 10 minutes passing through the round, and Royce is throwing punches.
And there were solid punches to the body.
Yes, he was effective punching. That was good. That was almost striker mentality.
Yes.
Striker techniques.
His power wasn't really that, let's say, a Vovchanchyn or even a Maurice Smith or Bas Rutten for that matter. But nonetheless, he's reminding Mr. Sakuraba that here it is, I've got something else for you.
If you give it to me, I'm going to take it.
Exactly.
Yeah, you got the $20, Steve. Thanks.
That is my 50, man. You got 20? Boy, Steve, you.
Yeah.
And here we go again.
Well, we're having fun here at ringside in Tokyo, Japan, at the Tokyo Dome.
We got the best place of the house.
We got the best seats in the house for the Pride Fighting Championship 2000. Royce Gracie versus Kazushi Sakuraba. Second round into an unlimited time limit fight. This could go on for a while, folks.
Well, right now, if we go to this round here, this will be the second round, be a half hour into the fight.
Okay, he's going to pull it over his shoulder now. He's going to peel it off.
Sakuraba is really getting into Royce's head here, but unfortunately, this is more show tactics than anything because Royce has answered back, but he's answered back, but it hasn't really hurt Sakuraba yet. I suppose the chopping away at the legs may have its toll later in the fight.
Yep.
But those knees haven't.
Look at Gracie, he's laughing. He's like, that's old school technique there, pal. We're prepared for it. It's not a real threat, but like you're saying, Steve, it could be getting in Royce's head. But to be honest, I think Royce is a really strong competitor, and if it's not going to affect, he'll know what's going to affect him. He'll know when he's in danger, and I don't think that's going to really bother him.
Well, let's thank Mr. Sakuraba that if this were tending to be a lackluster fight at this moment,
it's very exciting.
That him pulling away at the gi gives the audience something to think about. Maybe what if this happens, that happens. So he's providing show for the audience.
Yeah, it's entertaining. He makes it very entertaining. He's an entertaining fighter.
He really is. He's one of the most entertaining fighters in the real fighting world.
I think he's the most entertaining. Not just so much the fighting aspect, but his personality, his attitude. A lot of guys that fight just fight, but he fights and he enjoys it. You can see in his face. I mean, even still, his expression does not change. He should be called the expressionless face fighter.
Well, the expressionless face fighter who comes in the ring with a mask with two other guys. We'll call it that.
Mr. Calm.
Yeah, exactly.
Poker face.
Poker face, yes.
That would be a good one.
Well, you know, one of the things that he did, he had a photo session when he found out that Royce Gracie wanted an unlimited time limit, and he wore a diaper.
Yeah, I heard about that. You want to espouse that a little bit?
Well, you know, I asked Mr. Sakuraba at the rule meeting, and I said, Mr. Sakuraba, offhandedly, are you going to wear a diaper in the match because it might go a long time? And he said, no, that was just a joke.
Look at this. Royce has his own gi, and he's going for a guillotine choke. Going around the neck and grabs his own gi. This is actually, I think, what he did with Ken Shamrock the first time.
I believe so.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we're getting near the end of the round, so when the bell rings, it's going to be to Royce's disadvantage, even if he would have had a possible submission, of which Mr. Sakuraba has got good defense against.
Oh, he's pulling the belt down.
He's using his gi good. This is good.
Now that's going to get into Royce's head if he just...
Oh, he's faking tap.
He's going to pull his palms down.
Now this is entertainment, folks.
Look at this.
Now, does that mean he's in danger, or is it something he's doing because he's okay?
There are no rules, guys.
So
he can pull his pants down.
I think that Mr. Sakuraba, because of the fact that Royce dictated some of the rules, is basically showing, well, there's some ways around that I can play around with the rules too.
1 minute.
1 minute left. Well, this man is a playful guy.
They're both looking good shape. This can't continue for a long time.
This will be a long time. Okay.
Now, Royce is going for the guillotine, but he only has half guard, and Sakuraba's arm is in there, so Mr. Sakuraba is in no danger. But he's using the gi to
I don't know. We can't see from here, you know. I don't know how deep is sunk.
But I think Sakuraba can hold his breath for 30 seconds, and that's about how much longer we got.
Yeah, but if it's a blood choke, you know, it's difficult to not to bleed if it if it's sunken in.
Yeah.
I would knee him in the head right now. That was Sakuraba. High knees. He's flexible. He's capable of doing it.
But Royce is expending energy holding that choke and trying for it.
See, you can knee him in the head.
Now, what started off to be a relatively uninteresting round ended with some interesting things by Mr. Sakuraba and some boxing by Mr. Royce Gracie.
Yeah, I'm looking at Royce. He looks like he's not tired. He looks like he's in good shape. He's very calm. He's relaxed. He's taking a deep breath there. And as Sakuraba, he looks the same way. You know, but the pace is slow.
But you know, also now even if Sakuraba wins, this rule that he made up, boys, that's actually bad for Sakuraba to go for the next round. You understand?
Yeah.
Because if they're going to fight now 5 rounds, it's 1 hour and 15 minutes.
Because if Sakuraba goes that long, and if he decides to go to the next round, it's a long haul. It's a lot of work for one guy. I think it's not fair for either competitor, really, if they have to go to the next round. I think it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work to go through to go to the next round. So, like I said, a lot of fighters feel that after this fight here, these guys are both out. That's what the rumor they feel, that the guys are not going to go to the next round. It's more Japan versus Brazil.
So this is literally for pride.
For pride.
This is actually, pardon the pun, it's for the actual pride of the individuals involved.
Yeah.
And their whole systems and their whole way of life.
Their whole country.
Their way of life.
Their way of life. So we feel, they feel that this is the last round. This is the last. These guys are not going beyond this round here as far as.
Now here Sakuraba is playing with the gi, going over Royce's head, but he can only get basically the, shall we say, the Virgin Mary look. And people are laughing in the audience at Sakuraba's annoying yet possibly ineffective playing with the gi.
I hope they're going to show us the striking.
Yeah, I want to see Royce step back and throw that hook to the body and that left uppercut. Yeah. Royce was really doing some good boxing. I mean, I've never seen him work his hands like this. Royce usually came out with that stiff arm and threw the little stomp kick and then shot for the single leg, but he's demonstrated some versatility in this fight with Mr. Sakuraba. Now he's going for the guillotine and replay, and Sakuraba.
1 minute break. We're in the half hours mark here. Half hour fight so far.
Yeah, we've gone 30 minutes of fighting so far. Gracie versus Sakuraba. 3rd round coming up. What will happen now? I expect some hijinks from Sakuraba. I expect a kickboxing match at this point.
It would be wise to do that, but you know, like I said, it's not a scoring situation, so unfortunately, but he can use it to hopefully weaken, like Gracie just did there.
Gracie gets this strike off. Royce coming in now. Sakuraba could have capitalized with a left hook, but Royce's hands were down. But Sakuraba, I think, has got his own game plan in mind.
And only he knows what it is, because I don't know.
No, me neither, because this is the same situation. I don't hope that this is going to continue for God knows how many rounds.
Okay, now, the Pride organization recently opened their own website. If you're on the internet, the address is www.jside.com/pride. That's www.jside.com/pride. And you'll get all the new information on the Pride and the Pride Fighting Championship 2000, the Stars of Pride, T-shirts, videotapes will all be available through the website. And back to the fight. More of a clinch?
You know, as a fighter, boss, wouldn't you try to take a chance more, maybe?
I think so too. You have to do something, because this, right now you stall, and I think it's better to try, see what comes. But I'm always like that in my fighting also. I want to get it over with.
Yeah.
You know, just go for the attack and do something. But because you can stay in the same position for 10 minutes.
10 minutes? What, half hour?
Yeah.
Half hour. You sit all day. They have to make an attack. That's why I don't like this rule like this.
Time limit.
You have to just make a decision.
Yep.
If you can't win in an hour or 15 minutes or a half hour, then you shouldn't win.
No, that's what I said yesterday in the rules meeting. I said, if you really say that you're so good and you cannot finish somebody in, let's say, an hour, then you're not so good.
Really.
I mean,
Well, you know, in the history of boxing, they used to have unlimited rounds in boxing matches.
Yeah. But that was striking. That was different. You could be knocked out. Here, this is more grappling.
But sometimes the fighter would fight to go 100 rounds.
Still, but there's also the level of fighting back then isn't as good as it is now. You're looking at different times in our history.
But 50 years from now, people are going to look back at this and say the same thing.
No, Stephen. I digress.
I knew you'd get me on that one, Mo. I gave you that one.
You did.
Foot stomps are back.
Oh, nice knee by Sakuraba. It was a groin shot. Unintentional. It was unintentional. Well, they're not going to take away a point now, are they?
No, it's not possible.
5 minutes, I think he gets.
Okay. I hope that we don't have a controversy on this. You know, boss, you made a point about the tie cups.
But there's no rules, so there shouldn't be a penalty. There should not be a penalty against Sakuraba technically because of rules.
There is no penalty because there's no scoring system.
Exactly. So,
but he's going to do a yellow card anyway. Yellow card, meaning that
he can be disqualified, I guess.
He could be disqualified under these rules if a fighter commits what is called a foul, and that to me was unintentional. But if he commits an intentional foul 3 times, he will be disqualified. Each time he will be given a yellow card, the first and second time, but the third time it will be a disqualification.
But the thing is, though, if it's an intentional, but that wasn't intentional.
I don't think it was either. He apologized right after he did it because he knew he just threw the knee in.
He just caught him.
These things happen. As Boss said, I think the tie cups, the steel cups,
are the best cups.
Yeah, they are the best cups.
Especially if you, with a little help, you know, you can put a little pin on it or something, so when they need it,
they get a little point. You get the point.
You mean you can glue a thumbtack pointing outward?
Yes. Kind of nice things you can do with it.
Oh, that was a ouch.
That was a good knee.
That was a good knee right to the groin.
Yeah, it slided up.
It was a little bit high, but
it wasn't intentional, right? But that's an important thing. What happens?
Realistically, we know as men that just a brush is.
Yep, is enough. And again, Royce stands up and shows heart. I saw him putting his gi back in his belt, and with that he showed already that he was intended to keep on fighting. And I really respect that, because with the yellow card, if he would have stopped right now, he would have won the fight. So he scores an extra point.
Yeah, so I think that Royce Gracie has answered a lot of questions of how he could come back against Sakuraba's ability so far. Yep. I mean, he's already fought a 30-minute fight. Now we're into possibly, if this goes to the distance, a 45-minute fight against Sakuraba, who is regarded, as we said, as one of the greatest fighters in his division. Oh! A jump! Low roundhouse kick.
Low kick.
It was almost a drop kick, a pro wrestling move, but that was a Royce Gracie, sort of a kung fu move almost.
You know what's interesting, and Boss, we have to agree, that a lot of fighters now are kicking to the legs.
Yes.
They realize the validity of that. Oh, a high kick. They realize the validity of a low kick. It's really, it shows you how the sports are merging together more. The fighting arts are merging together more.
Yep. Well, I think Mo, in your kickboxing career, used the low kick very effectively. And Boss, in your fight against Mr. Kosaka, you took away his ability to shoot the low kick. Okay, here we go.
Now the fight's on.
Now they're really getting into it. Royce is down, trying to pull into an armbar or a triangle, but striking back with a knuckle punch. Sakuraba getting ready to do some kind of a strike.
Let's see Sakuraba's move here. He likes his position.
Yes, he does.
Hopefully he doesn't get kicked in the face.
No, that's true. He has to watch out for that.
Yeah, but he's fought.
Look at this. He's so flexible.
He fought Alan Goes in this position, Vitor Belfort in this position, and Ebenezer Ponches Braga in this position.
Look at him.
He's using the gi against Royce Gracie. Now he's just leaning against the ropes.
No, Royce is pinning his leg. Royce is pinning his legs against the ropes.
But if Royce misses, he's going to hit his heel on the canvas.
See that he should come down the ground.
Yep. Make the beautiful jump thing do something.
I think we're going to see that later.
When I thought that Sakuraba was getting kind of slow, he was exploding again.
Yeah.
Look, it's unbelievable.
Yeah,
it's a good fight, guys.
Yeah, another low kick by Gracie, but there's not a lot on that kick, and he's throwing the kick almost like a cosmetic kick, just as a distraction.
Still, I didn't expect this.
Yes.
Huh. I really think.
Oh, left jab by Royce Gracie right on the button. Royce is kickboxing pretty well in a technical sense. There's a low kick.
See, now once, do it again. But not right away. Go for punch, then go for low kick.
That's it. Left hook, right low kick.
5 minutes past.
5 minutes into the round.
He has to keep going for the low kick because he saw it was effective.
Yeah, low kick. This corner screaming, low kick, low kick.
And there we are in the position.
It's the position of the fight so far.
You know, it's 6:45 here in Japan, p.m. Let's say we got it here by what? What do you think?
I don't know. What do you think?
I know for a fact that Mark's fight was scheduled at 18:45. That's in 3 minutes and 45 seconds.
Well, that's not going to happen.
No, I know for a fact.
Well, you know, the tough thing is for the fighters that are coming on after this is when to warm up.
Yes.
Because they won't know when to warm up, and they'll cool down and warm up. So they must have some kind of buffer of time in there. They've given them a 10-minute period that they can be ready.
Yeah, the whole concept, I guess, the concept of unlimited fight should be like the last fight of the night, and let the guys just go for it. So the other guys get their fight on and qualify. This should have been like the last fight, I feel.
Well, that's true for this event. They do have that rule in effect for the finals, no matter who is in the fight. All of Royce Gracie's fights are scheduled for no time limit, but if he loses and whoever goes into the finals, it is scheduled for no time limit.
No, I'm referring only to this fight here right now. I mean, they should have this fight. Because it's part of the tournament, but it really isn't, in my view. It really isn't.
Knee up to the head by Mr. Sakuraba, but it did not land.
It's not, to me, it's not part of the tournament because it's not the same rules of the tournament. It's just an extra. It's a special fight. And that's why it should be treated as a special fight.
Now, Boss, as a student of the martial arts, do you think that Royce Gracie has watched some Muay Thai?
Oh, for sure. I know for sure because that high kick very surprised us with in the beginning. Listen, it's all about it. Don't need a lot of power. If it's right on the jaw, you're going down anyway, you know. And he showed a few low kicks. The knees actually he's doing good, and he surprised me with the punching. I must say, again, he's totally surprising me.
Yeah. You're right about the power thing. I mean, with a kick, if you just get it up there to the head, Ernesto, his kicks don't actually look. Good right hand. Oh, he dropped Royce Gracie with a right hand. He dropped him with a right uppercut. Sakuraba exploded into action.
The Royce is mad now.
Sakuraba goes for that ringing right roundhouse kick.
He's waiting for it till he let him miss and then kicks here.
Sakuraba has fought so many Brazilian fighters in the same position that he knows the timing now. Expect, as Boss said earlier, the jump flying kick.
Yeah, I saw him from this position of making a flying side kick.
Against Anthony Macias.
And a roundhouse kick against Hoyler. And then he jumps, and then he's doing that red thing. You know,
Royce that I know of has never really been kicked in a no-holds-barred fight.
No, I don't think that
he's never been kicked because in his early career, most of the guys who fought really.
See, he blocks on his shin. This is going to hurt Royce more.
I think if
again, look at Sakuraba's legs.
Royce is back up now. Look, I expect, Sakuraba landed a good punch combination that put Royce down.
Go for him now while he put his gi in.
Yeah, exactly. There's too much fair play here. I mean,
front kick him. Boom. Love the front kick.
The front kick is good. Have you ever seen anyone get knocked out with a front kick to the body box?
No, not that much.
One was Pat Smith did.
Rudik Armankai on the UFC is right.
I use the front kick only to get somebody off balance.
Yeah.
And kick it high on the chest.
Yeah, and then throw the left front kick and right low kick.
Yeah, right straight or right kick or left front kick or right kick.
Whereas Patrick Smith did in the UFC, he just ran across the ring, threw the front kick, the guy went flying, and Pat got him into a guillotine.
Look at
good right low kick by Sakuraba. Royce felt that one.
Oh, he must.
You can hear the smacking sound. Royce is throwing a couple punches, but none of them landing.
I'm beginning to wonder if
when he puts the knee down, that's when he's going to get him. He feels. Look at his leg. He hurt his leg.
Who did?
Royce. Look at him walking. When he walks back, you see? His leg is hurt. Left leg is hurt.
Well, if his left leg is hurt, and
he's dragging it.
If he throws one more right roundhouse kick, he's going to have to switch. He's going to have to switch to southpaw.
But he didn't train for that. It's another game to punch from southpaw position Sunday.
I had predicted that this fight would be more of a stand-up fight, but I was wrong in the first couple rounds. But
he doesn't like that. Royce doesn't like that at all.
That's why he's attacking.
Yes.
Now Royce comes in punching, but I seriously don't believe Royce Gracie is going to knock out Mr. Sakuraba.
Let's see. 10 minutes past. 10 minutes into the round.
So we have 5 minutes left
of this round.
In the third round. So we've already experienced 40 minutes worth of fighting.
Low kick! And he escaped situation again.
See, that's the thing under the Pride rules. You can kick the man in the face when he's down and getting up.
Now he should give a high kick.
Sakuraba?
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure he thinks it's going to be a low kick.
Yeah. Kind of Smith Coleman
Peter Earth is good at that.
Yes,
too.
he is.
Give a few low kicks and then whack you out.
Peter, Ernesto, them guys are all good at it. Oh, good low kick.
He went to the left leg that time and peppered up Royce's right leg with Sakuraba landing a left low kick, really hard kick. It buckled Royce's leg.
Now the game is changing.
Punch and kick. That's what he should do.
Punch, kick, punch.
Oh, good right uppercut by Mr. Sakuraba. Royce backs away.
He should jab, low kick, boom.
Whoa! Royce is coming in with his hands down. He's not in territory where he's familiar. Sakuraba is not the greatest kickboxer.
He's getting wings right now.
Nice right low kick. He's getting wings.
He's going to win. Yeah, he's in the fight.
Yeah, this fight is definitely turned around. Royce Gracie is kind of looking real good in the first 2 rounds. Sakuraba has come on big time in the 3rd round.
He should jab him, low kick. It'd be perfect for right now. Listen to the crowd, Sakuraba crowd.
One of the guys who's going to win goes to the 2nd round. He's going to get all the respect I have in the world.
Absolutely. If the winner of this fight goes into the 2nd round against Igor Vovchanchyn, oh my God, that would not be pretty.
No.
But who knows? Anything can happen in this sport. That's one of the exciting things about the sport of mixed martial arts is that anything can happen.
3 minutes left. 3 minutes left in this round.
You have so many ways to finish a fight: punches, kicks, knees, leg locks, arm locks, chokes. It's pretty much a full facilitated sport, you know.
We should throw more low kicks. That's a good word. It's here, right here in the. You see in the word book. You looked that up.
Oh, you see that double punch thing? I think Royce is a little frustrated now. I think he's a little desperate because the low kicks are hurting.
And they hurt a lot. Look
yes.
at him slipping his leg.
And they're only going to hurt worse after 6 minutes.
Yeah. Oh.
They're only going to hurt worse when he sits in his stool for 2 minutes.
Oh, good front kick.
Royce is looking to his corner now. This is not a good sign.
This is not a good sign.
And he's huffing and puffing too. The vaunted Royce Gracie endurance may be tested in this fight.
Sakuraba is smart. He throws out his power now because he's going to get 2 minutes rest.
That's energy. That's energy down there. That's like Vitor and Moiler on the ground. That's not a fight. Get up. Uh-oh, look at the pain.
Sakuraba's back away. Didn't want to play the game.
He's going to tear him apart. He wants to break him down. Break him down physically. Break him down. That's what he wants to do. Every kick he wants Gracie to feel. Good hit, buddy.
Now, Sakuraba weighs in somewhere around the 190-pound range for this fight. Imagine if this were another hard right low kick, and Royce just runs across him.
Now we should knee him on his leg.
See, Royce's move there is desperation. I'm getting tired of getting hit. It's hurting me. And I understand that. I mean, I'm a fighter. I've been there. But you got to have more to it than just running forward. You got to let the guy know I'm not in pain. You can't show pain. Well, good fighter says I smell blood. He's going to go for it.
That's a fact. It's a good thing that Mr. Sakuraba isn't that good of a boxer, a puncher, because if Royce ran him with his hands down like that, he would get knocked out.
As I said, it's the new age fighters.
New age of fighters.
It's like 30 seconds left. Somebody should explode now that the corner doesn't call it.
No, I think with Sakuraba, I can't get into his brain, but I think he's going to slowly pick Royce apart every round from this point on.
Yep.
Because he's just basically scoring hard kicks, but he's not using his hand like he should. But you know, he's not us, and we're not him. but he's doing a good job of what he's doing. He's just picking them apart bit by bit, because you notice the fight's changing now. Royce is more desperate. He's like, oh, I'm in pain. I got to get in and get close so he can't kick me. And that's working in Sakuraba's favor, because he's getting to his head, through his legs.
Well, in some ways, win or lose, Royce Gracie has to be commended for the fight he's fought so far. That's the end of the round.
Listen, there's no question. The guy's a fighter, okay? He's a tough guy. And unfortunately for him, he has the mystique of the Gracie on his back. And that's a lot of pressure for anybody. And the same thing with Sakuraba, he has the pressure of Japan on his back, but Gracie has more to lose. But nonetheless, yes, he is fighting a hard fight and a valiant fight. But right now, if we were scoring it, I give that round to Sakuraba.
This round was definitely Sakuraba.
There's no question. That was actually, in a boxing round, that would have been a 10-8 round because of the knockdown.
Yes.
Let's see if they show the highlight of the knockdown. So in those 2 minutes, boss, Royce is going to start feeling those legs starting to swell.
Especially when you sit down and you get up again.
It's only going to hurt. You never stand. Yeah, I think like my fighters now, we train. We don't sit down in a corner anymore. We just move.
Okay, here it is. Royce trying to foot stomp. Sakuraba going with the knee and the right hand and the up.
Oh no, he dropped himself.
And actually, Royce just dropped straight down. Yeah, that was not a knockdown as we had thought earlier. But still, Mr. Sakuraba did land a right hand there.
Look
another
at his
right
face.
hand there.
No expression. No expression.
It looked like he nicked him with an uppercut, but it wasn't a clean knockout, so it wouldn't have been. There's a
no
kick
like,
and Royce eating.
Look at that look. Looking at Gracie's corner, Royce's corner, they got a lot of concern in their face. Boom! They have a lot of concern. They're working on his leg.
Yeah.
Sakuraba, on the other hand, he's just being calm, cooled down. You know, there's a lot, like I said, there's a lot on Royce's mind, I'm sure, you know, how can I win this fight? Because on the ground, submission, whether it be jiu-jitsu or pancreas or whatever it is, submission. So he's not going to too often or have an easy time submitting Sakuraba, even though he has a gi.
Yep.
So what do? Do you fight with him? Do you hold him? Do you take him to the ground? Where's the advantage for Mr. Gracie? Where is the advantage for him?
Yeah, right now it's not.
Exactly.
Cannot take him down. We saw that. So it's probably what you said. Sakuraba's going to take him down bit by bit.
Yeah. What do you think, Steve?
I think that Gracie's been in deep waters, but this is the deepest water he's ever been in.
That's for sure.
I mean, he looked like he was in deep water with Dan Severn and going into 30 minutes, but he pulled that one out. Royce Gracie, of all the fighters in the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu clan, is the one that can pull it out, I think.
If anybody can, he can.
But as I said before, he's in deeper than he's ever been in this fight.
And 5 years off is a lot, too.
Yeah, the ring rust, I mean, you know about ring rust, both you guys. If you take too much time off, you have to fight your way back in.
Look at him, he wants to come right at him. So what's he going to do? Is he going to punch him out? Because actually, if I was Royce, I'd try to punch him out a little bit. Just inside working, instead of trying to just go hard.
Yep.
Because he can school him, because Sakuraba's not returning anything when it comes to punching. He's just only he's only blocking. So I'd stay in real close, far away, and then jump in far away. Control the tempo of the fight.
Now, one thing about both these guys is they exhibit a good deal of confidence in their abilities. I asked Mr. Sakuraba at the rule meeting if he had done any special training for Royce, and he said no, just the regular training.
Well, I find it a little bit hard to believe, because you got to learn to work with the gi, unless you already knew about it. So to sit there and say he did any special training, I don't know. I'd say he did some homework on the gi work.
Yeah.
You have to. It's logic. It would be really stupid if he didn't.
Yeah. But, you know, he's a fighter. He's arrogant in that way. Confidence is everything.
There's his corner man, Mr. Takada. Very popular here in Japan. When they announced him, Mr. Takada got the biggest ovation so far tonight.
He's an icon. Unfortunately, he doesn't beat the Gracies. So his return is fighting through Sakuraba. He's fighting through Sakuraba. Sakuraba should beat Gracie. That's like beating Gracie yourself.
There's Mr. Antonio Inoki looking on. A very dapper man, one of the greatest Japanese pro wrestlers, and a man who could actually fight real fights too.
Oh. Now, guys, show me some firework. What we saw in the last round.
Well, the way these rounds have turned out now, they'll go into like a stalemate for the first half or quarter of the round, then they'll do something. Sakuraba will start some playing games with Royce, get inside of his head. It's a nasty scratch Royce has up against his left cheek there. But Royce did recover from that unintentional groin shot. I don't think that's going to be a factor. I don't think this will be a disqualification.
Let's hope that's not mentioned as a issue with the fight. In other words, if he should win, it probably won't be an issue. But if he loses, let's hope that doesn't become an issue, because it happens in the game, and we all have it. It happens to all of us. I think he's a valiant fighter. You know, it's kind of like we're talking about him like he's gone. but he's not gone. He's here. You know, if you think about what we're saying to some degree, it sounds like, well, he's going out, he's going out. This is a test to see where he's at, not that he's gone.
Those punches I don't understand. You see, why would you punch like that now? You know, give like explosion, two shots, one real hard to the body and one to the head, something like that. You know, double hook or something. But liver head.
As you know, boss, they're not strikers. It's a different game. It's like us being submission. You're a great submission fighter. I'm an okay submission person.
But even a non-striker knows that this doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
it doesn't do anything.
But Mo has a point there, boss, because your first style was a striking style.
Yeah, it's true.
And that's what you grew up with. Gracie grew up with a submission style, so his second language is striking. Oh, just threw him strike. Almost down. Almost
threw him down.
Got
out of here.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Attack him, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to attack him. Expect some wild antics. Sakuraba has got a really good spinning back kick. That works really well when a fighter is tired.
Yeah.
When a fighter's tired and eats a back kick, it can end the fight.
He's going to do it, man. I think you're going to call it.
Yeah, I think that the back kick is coming. Although Sakuraba, his left back kick is the one that has been landing notoriously because he fought southpaws and landed the left back kick. Against Royce, it would be the right back kick that would do the damage.
What he should do is get Royce's contra in his head.
And there we go.
Hands, like then low kick. Hands and low kick.
I think the back kick is coming. I think the Royce, but
hey, boss, what do you think?
I should, when he attacks his gi, he should attack.
Yes.
Go!
You know, make the fight.
I think this is a fight of, shall we say, patience?
Well, it's a long night. It's already, 45 minutes in?
Yeah. Yeah, this will be 1 hour.
This one coming up.
At the end of this round, this is the 4th round, this will be 1 hour into the fight.
Oh, good. Where does he get the power?
He just pushes him back. Right. Yeah, just pushes him back. Royce didn't make him pay the price with an uppercut or a knee, just went back.
Now, boom, kick.
Grabbed his leg, goes for the takedown. He's in position.
He's a wiry fellow, isn't he?
Sakuraba throws a little push left jab and pushes Royce back. Royce with the palm strikes, the little slaps there.
It would have been a nice try for a knee bar.
This is good action, guys.
Yeah, like we said, the first half of the fight was just, the first half of the round is just a little bit of a feel-out period, and then they go for it.
It is unbelievable. Huh?
This is not of attrition.
No, attack him. Why don't you attack him? Front kick him. Boom.
Go for it now.
Low kick.
You know, this is a hard fight for either fighter. I mean, look at it. Almost an hour of fighting. That's a lot to ask of anybody.
Yep.
Boxers don't even do that. You know, wrestlers don't do that. It's a lot. This is like a gladiator fight. This is it looks like Royce has got a mouse in his eye, in his right eye.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see it.
You know, Royce's father had some classic battles in Brazil that went over an hour.
Yeah.
Elio.
But the thing is, like I said, the fighting then and the fighting now, it's a big difference. I think his fight was a jiu-jitsu fight, wasn't it?
No, that was a no-holds-barred fight.
No,
that was a no-holds-barred fight against a wrestler.
I didn't see that.
I think it went on 3 hours.
Oh, yeah, I read about that. And you know, the thing is, though, the guys had no striking ability. So,
it's a right hand. There was a hard. He slammed him down. He slams Mr. Gracie down, and Gracie tries that jumping,
sweeping low kick,
sweeping dragon kick.
Whipping dragon.
It's from the Silent Dragon 6 purple heart kick.
Should he kia when he does that, boss?
It depends if you want to make it a T kick or not. It's like a time kick. If you want to kick and then he drops down later, 5 minutes on that kick, you have to make a ki with it. It's like a kind of dim mug.
Dim mug, yes.
And I also think pressure points right now would be really
perfect
good.
right now.
Yeah.
I'd go for it.
Pressure points, yeah. To do the knockout technique.
Yeah. Or, you know, the time-related knockout, you know, you pressure point now, good left hook. And another one.
Good jab.
He's going to get him.
Now low kick.
8 minutes on fire.
Sakuraba boxing with him now, getting the best of it. Royce wanting to box now, but I don't know. No.
He's got a good balance here, Sakuraba. His feet are standing on the ground.
I think Sakuraba is not afraid anymore. He says he can't get me.
Yeah.
I think it shows in his attitude.
He should kick. After those punches, he should make the right low kick.
This is like one of those video games where the energy counter starts to go up on one and down on the other.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Maybe he should Grab a glass of water somewhere. Orange pants.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's like
it's Holland color.
Oh yeah.
The Dutch people are orange color.
Yeah. You know, it is like a video game because you ever played Mortal Kombat? Where the energy thing goes up.
Yeah, I know the game, but I wasn't good at those. I can only play the real game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true, Mo.
I can't play that game.
That is true.
Whoa. He should continuously throw that low kick.
You're right, boss. But also, he should use his hands more. Make
the hands and then the low kick.
Yes,
he can finish with it. Why not?
I don't know why. It's not instinctive like it is for us. You know?
Look at this. Look at this. Pushes him. By the way, guys, so that you know, my name from now on is Bas El Guapo Rutten.
El Guapo?
El Guapo.
The grappler.
No, it means the handsome.
Royce threw the right side kick. Can you believe it?
Yes, I can. Nothing he can do now would surprise me. The guy's been doing his homework a little bit. You know? Yeah. He's really impressed me in the sense that he's trying things.
But I think he's going to try things more out of desperation at this point. Yes. Sakuraba may have tricks up his sleeve. I don't know that Royce has any more tricks up his sleeve in this fight. I think he's going to do more of the same and wait for Mr. Sakuraba to either make a mistake or get tired, which I don't see that happening. Royce seems to have caught a little bit of his second win.
But because he's not being pushed right now. But there's still another round still. So.
Oh, there's many more rounds, possibly. In some ways, this will be a historic moment if this goes. It's already been a historic moment because.
That was a proper.
No, he dropped again.
He dropped again, but he was eating the left hook.
He was eating the left, but he dropped.
Eating the left hook.
It's like dropping safety. You fall, you're okay. Don't worry about it.
Sakuraba was doubling and tripling up on that left hook.
Think about it. There's also energy to get back up again.
Yeah,
every time.
Yeah. But he was cracking him upside the jaw. I think that Royce, he doesn't know how to keep that right hand up when that left hand comes in.
But Sakuraba's handed down too because he almost got hit with a right from Royce as well. Sakuraba's, he needs to keep his hands up. I mean, that's the bottom line. You have to fight like kickboxers, not way of boxers. You got to protect your face.
Yep. But against someone like Royce, Maurice, you've seen people like Roy Jones that keep their hands down and they just wait for the guy to throw a punch and they come over the top.
Royce isn't a Roy Jones though, Steve.
Yeah.
You're talking two different things.
I can always count
you. Get one more low kick and then a high kick. That's
a high kick.
Try.
At least try one time.
Try one, yeah.
Because I think he would really surprise him like that. But we saw Royce make low kicks good. Yeah, and high kicks.
Yes.
I think the Sakuraba should try the left high kick.
Oh,
10 minutes into the round.
5 more minutes.
That was not a knockout.
Oh, that's hurting too.
He tried his falling kick again.
You know, like I say, I think we all agree, he's more desperate than Sakuraba.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, he just came in swinging wild. Now, Royce wants him down. Sakuraba's going to basically spin out of this.
If there's no rules, why the heck are they saying don't grab the rope? I don't think those are the rules. Or is that the rule?
If I was Sakuraba, I would stamp his feet now. Elbow into the back. Are elbows allowed?
No grabbing the ropes or hanging the limbs on the ropes.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, wait a second.
But it says that the rules or special fight rules?
Are elbows allowed, guys?
No elbows to the face or head, which implies that, there's no grabbing the ropes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there are rules. We all have rules.
Yep. That's why this is such a great country. Yeah, Beth.
Which country?
Japan and America. I'm talking to the American people right now. Yes, you, right there. They're drinking your soda.
On your couch.
Or your or your beer.
What do you like to do?
We're not going to endorse any beer fights, okay, Steve? We just say drink your beer.
Thank you, Mo.
I'm there for you, Dave.
You know, there's a huge groundswell population in the United States that really likes the mixed martial arts scene, and they've got a couple of really great websites out there. One of the best is www.submissionfighting.com. That's www.submissionfighting.com. They have a forum. They have 38,000 members. It's great. Another great one is Full Contact Fighter has a website. That's FCfighter.com. And the third one that I think is of note is AdCombat. That's AdCombat.com. Those are three great.
And there's one very nice one coming also. It's called BassRooten.com.
Of course.
And there's also
El
one.
Guapo.
There's also one called StephenQuadros.com, and I'm sure that they've got one called MauriceSmith.com.
I don't even. I'll go to you guys' forum and enjoy you. This is watch this fight here, okay? No more advertising for each other.
Yes, Mo.
They paid us a lot of money for it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, there's a MauriceSmith.com too then.
Okay. Yeah, right. I'm sure of it. But you're so humble that you don't need one.
That's true. Yeah. Well, back to the fight. This round here, I think maybe Sakuraba's taking it off a little bit. He's made it, but then again, it doesn't really matter because there's no judging.
Yep. It's going to be a long fight.
This is an hour coming up.
He should stand back. He should stand back. I would say, hey, you give it to me, let's give it back.
Now, this is one of those fights where you could go to the kitchen and grab a sandwich and come back.
No, but at the other hand, you can't. You know, because sometimes they explode.
Yeah.
And you don't want to miss the explode because the rest of it is all, the same. You want to see for sure the explosion.
I'm looking at Gracie and I'm looking at his eyes and I'm wondering what's going on in his mind right now. How do I end this fight? How do I, keep the Gracie dynasty looking good? It's not that he doesn't look good in this fight, but he's not being as dominant as it is perceived by people who are involved in the style of fighting. How do you end this fight? Because if he wins, does he win? Let's say he would have won on a punch. Is that jiu-jitsu? I don't know. So in my mind, what's he thinking? Is this fight? How can I beat this guy and continue my dynasty or the Gracie dynasty?
Okay, Gracie falls back and pulls Sakuraba down, but Sakuraba looks like he's almost ready to
and we go for the knee bar again.
For that knee bar.
1 more minute.
It does a backward punch, and he's got the leg, but Royce crosses it again.
He's not paying attention. He's
got 1 minute. He should go all power for it now. What is this?
He's not really looking at the technique. He's just feeling it, right? He doesn't feel it right now. Now would be the time to go for it, but Gracie has his arm. Okay. So turn around and punch. Turn around and punch.
With his with his left hand.
Just go all the way around, go so that you're mounted, basically, in that position.
In answer to your inquiry about punches, I think in traditional Japanese jiu-jitsu, they do have punches. So if Royce won with a punch.
But they're not traditional jiu-jitsu.
It's a Brazilian jiu-jitsu, which is primarily grappling. That's true.
It's gonna be saved by the bell again, guys. I'm telling you.
Good thing get paid by the hour, huh?
Jesus Christ.
I think these guys are glad they get paid by the hour too.
Sakuraba should have exploded there.
And there it is, the end of round 4.
1 hour of fighting.
1 hour of fighting.
1 hour.
Royce seems fairly fresh walking back to his corner.
Now, maybe if Sakuraba was smart, he pushed around more this round with the low kicks, with the striking. It's a pride fight now, like you said earlier.
Who's got the most? That's the question right now. They both look pretty fresh. It looks like Royce recharged in this last round when I saw him walking back. I also don't see him limping anymore.
No, but he's not
dragging his leg.
Yeah, it's not being focused his power to Gracie's leg. He should go to it and stick with it.
Yep.
But then again, you gotta give Royce credit because he's preventing that from happening. He's cutting the distance down so it doesn't happen. And that's because Sakuraba's not using his hands as well. You have to use hands and feet. That's all there is to it.
But look at this. This is all good action. You see?
Yeah. That knee bar would have been perfect right there if he flew to it. That would have been beautiful. I mean, you'd have done that, boss. I know the move, but you would have done it.
I would try. I would try. A+ for trying. That's what I always say.
Yes.
So you might as well try and hope that it works and then get the respect. Or when you blow it, it's not good either, but at least you tried. That's what I always say.
Yeah, you have to try. This is more ego fight, like you're saying, boss. It's an ego fight. Because I think he's going to die than quit.
Yes. Who's mentally the strongest?
Exactly.
That's what it's now. I think they're both mentally strong, very good shape, and mentally strong. So that's why it's probably going to.
You got to take the body out then.
So
take
are
the body out.
we going to see the same
The
thing?
body and the legs. That's what they should go for, not for the head.
Yes, forget the head.
So are we going to see the same thing that we saw in the last 4 rounds at the beginning of this round, a lackluster first half?
What do you think, Steve?
I think that Sakuraba is going to turn up the steam on this first half of the round.
What do you think, boss?
I think so. I hope so.
Yes.
He's got a good coach who tells him to punch and then kick. And distract him with punches and low kicks. I think like 6 low kicks one after another is going to end the fight.
I think Boss is right. I think that if he turns up the steam right now,
just go. You have to understand, if you attack, it costs the other guy also a lot of power.
Yes.
You know, it's not. Look, that low kick. Let's do it again. And now he's just attacking. He wants to close the distance.
always with a knee attempt, but nowhere.
Yeah, it was short.
Yeah, he's got my respect, guys. That's one thing for sure. I never expected this. And winning or losing, he did a great job.
He did a good job. They fought a smart fight on both ends.
Yep.
By smartness, he said, "I'm going to control your game. You're going to, I'm going to stall your game up a little bit."
Now this is Royce's game. Sakuraba sitting up the same way he did against Hoyler Gracie.
This is Sakuraba's game here. Watch what he does.
Yeah, but if he's going to armbar triangle Sakuraba, that's going to be surprising.
This is what most people expected the fight to look like from the very beginning.
Yeah, I admit.
I was 2 weeks ago. I was at the King of the Queens in Los Angeles or in California.
King of the Cage?
King of the Cage. King of the Queens. That's the TV series.
Okay.
Oh, that was the drag queen show. No. Anyway, there was this guy lifting him up and smacking him down, and I think that's a very good thing because he got the gi.
It's a lot of energy, though.
That is
a lot
of energy.
But you don't want to drop down like that. If you lift him up above your head and you smack him down, you got the gi. So it's a good grip. You get good grip. So.
Now Royce is tying up his hands so that Sakuraba can't strike from this position because the guard is a good position, as we found out over the last couple of years, for striking for the man on top.
Yeah, I think it's perfect. It's a guy, in my view, as I teach my students and how I would have fight. Just like when Boston, when you fought TK, how he controlled your arm a little bit, and you say, well, that was a great thing. Yeah. Because why break the guard? Just beat the guy down.
That's it.
And I think that's part of the way the game is now. It's not a matter of breaking the guard, just capitalizing the guard by just striking constantly.
Look at him giving these elbows everywhere. How does he come up with these things? Does he wake up at night, write them down or something?
He's an artist in the fight ring.
Elbowing and the inside of the calf. I never saw that in my life.
Very creative. I've seen Igor Vovchanchyn punch the calf or punch the thigh.
I think I was one of the only ones who did in Thai boxing, gave low kicks, and then in the clinch I was hitting the leg with my fist. I think all the little bits helped.
With the glove on?
With the glove on,
yeah. See, if it were me, if I was Sakuraba, I would be a lot lower to Royce's chest, control his right arm with my left arm, and just punch. Stay low, because here Royce has a chance for an escape.
Yep.
But he
doesn't want to escape.
Well, when he stand up, he's not doing anything. Neither one doing anything. So it's not a bad situation if you stand up. Actually, because Sakuraba's not really capitalizing if he could or should. So I would be like this and put my arm on his hand and just punch with my right hand. And I would punch, elbow to thigh, punch, elbow to thigh, hook to the body. That's what I would do. What would you do, Steve?
Well, Sakuraba was taking something out of the playbook of Mr. Takada, who fought Royce in January. He's laying there, but what would I do? I would punch from the guard. Go back up here and throw punches.
I would stand up. If it's open, get out. That's it. Yeah, that was very good.
Might be going for a...
Oh, let's stay there, he says. Let's rest a little bit more. He should have kicked it. Whoa.
Nice strikes there by Mr. Sakuraba. Oh,
it's going again.
What was that? That's the newest one he did. We knew he would do something new this time. And he did a double karate chop straight down the middle.
That's actually the quarter little block technique. You can cut somebody and then lose it like a quarter of a liter.
Yeah.
Now we knew he was going to do something creative because every one of his fights he does something new.
Yeah.
And that was it. Looked like he was going to do the ear palm strike, but then he came up and doing it straight down with the double shuto hand.
I like the key pull too. That was a nice one too. But that's not creative. That's like a brawl, street brawl thing to do.
Yeah, he's got it. He has that desire to win. With his leg.
Yeah, man.
Or go to the outside. Make a decision.
Go.
Do you think that Sakuraba, because Royce has got a loose guard, would want to try a heel hook or straight?
Royce should slip his leg up, put it on his chest, and then kick it out. You know, put his foot on the chest of Sakuraba.
Knee to the body by Sakuraba.
That doesn't look like a knee bar like he was going for. Step between the legs.
How come does he give up with that thing?
He's the man.
Yep.
You know, that's being comfortable in the ring.
He's definitely not a follower. He's a leader with his techniques.
You can't follow that technique.
not in the books.
It's not in the books. It's something that's in him. It's innate.
No. What I'm saying is that he comes up with the new techniques. Yes, Mo. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Mo. Yeah, I can always count on you.
Guys.
You're a good guy.
I would kick out now if I was Royce with the right. You see?
Yeah, right in his face.
Yeah, that's it. Kick it out. Kick it out. He can do it.
You know what? Actually, you know what I would consider if I was Sakuraba? Go for a heel hook or a Prix lock, because he can lose position, but Royce isn't gonna do anything on top, really.
Yeah, that's true.
He's not gonna. The power of Royce right now is gone.
He's got the arm under his leg. God knows he's going for a knee bar. When he makes a mistake,
Nice chopping there by Royce Gracie.
Smart fighter.
Oh! Look at this with the kick. Good right hand. Good right hand by Sakuraba.
Nice move.
Beautiful move. Using the key to Royce's disadvantage.
That's a beautiful move, baby. You can't teach that. You gotta feel that.
How does he come up with it?
You gotta feel that.
Jesus Christ, guys.
How do you teach that? I never would have thought of that right then and there. Listen to the crowd. They appreciated that.
Oh, my
They appreciated that.
At this point, Mr. Sakuraba is definitely giving a recital in the unpredictable.
No, I'm El Guapo. Mr. Sergio Battarelli is sitting here next to me, and he's enjoying the show. And he says, he is El Guapo. I said, no, not the handsome man.
You mean Sergio Battarelli, the president of the International Valley Judo Championship?
That's exactly the guy I mean.
Ah, know him well.
He's my friend, you know.
Oh.
My friend. Oh, thank you for the $100, Mr. Battarelli.
$100? They won 50. Man.
Uh-oh.
Nah, he's all right. He knows it. He knows that's what.
Oh, yeah, I know, but I mean,
it's still risky, though. He doesn't go for the triangle, but he knows it. Sakuraba's not. He's very well versed in the art of submission. There's no question.
Man, that was some good action again, guys.
You know what? Thinking the fighters in the back must be upset.
Yeah.
When are we going to fight? They must be really upset that they can't get out here and fight. How long is this going to go on?
I have to say, it's not a boring fight.
No, it's not.
It's totally, I'm absolutely not bored. It's like a good fight. Every time something happens, they explode, and especially something new.
Something old, something blue. My fist in your face. It's the blue.
I don't get it.
It's a rhyme in America.
Okay.
You wouldn't get it.
Good right hand by Sakuraba. Overhand right. Grazes the side of Gracie.
What a position, guys. Yeah, it's definitely the toughest fight for Royce he's ever been in.
Yeah.
And for Sakuraba, I think so too.
But you know, you got to think about, be careful what you ask for, you know? Because this could have been done in 5 rounds or 3 rounds or whatever, and that's time.
Yeah.
Now, if it ends up he loses the fight, Mr. Gracie, it's what he asked for.
Yep.
You know, he could have won the fight, say, in 3 rounds if he got the first 2 rounds, right? He could have possibly won then. But instead, I'm going to go for the total fight.
Look at him. He's elbowing on top of his head.
Yeah, he's stomping that foot right down on the top of his, the crown of his head.
He's a very flexible guy. I'm surprised. He's very flexible.
Yeah.
He can do the splits both ways.
Can he?
Yes, he can.
Seriously?
Yes, he can.
Wow.
I think that Sakuraba had a really tough fight against Alan Goes.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's
tried for, I think that was in some ways maybe his toughest fight up till this point, because Alan really gave him some problems on the ground with submissions and with the strikes from the bottom.
Alan Gores is a tough individual. He's got a lot of fire. Like I said, when he fought Frank and he got heel hooked, he didn't even quit. I was like, whoa. Because if it been me, hey, you can have it. It's not that big a deal. I can always fight again.
Yeah, that's true. You want to protect your legs. You know, you can only two.
And Alan has also fought 3 of the greatest fighters in this weight division. He fought Mr. Sakuraba. He fought Frank Shamrock, as you said. He also fought Dan Henderson in the UFC.
Yes.
And I look forward to seeing Alan fight again.
Well, like I said, the whole thing is in the fight business. It's not whether you're kickboxing, jiu-jitsu. It's the evolution of the fighters. They've come to a level to realize my style in itself is good, but it's not complete. It's not great. And Alan, you know, he also wants to work on his striking. That shows me that people who are smart, they move on. They stay there.
Look! Royce pulled his gi trunk up, and Sakuraba pulled it back down. The leg. That's a real psychological move. Now look, they're battling over the gi leg.
Yeah, he cannot kick with it. You see, it's a really good control thing he has now going on there. And I would be so pissed.
Upset?
Yeah, I can say that, huh?
You can be upset.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a rules meeting yesterday, and they told me not to say these words. Let me see. Word 1 was. Number 2 was. And number 3 was.
No, but as I was saying earlier, these guys, the sport's changed, and now your one style can't compete in a complete fight, and now everybody's becoming more complete. Like I said, I think the Gracies, their style is complete in the sense that they understand the grappling, but the aspect of striking, they understand receiving it. They don't have it to give it. You know, and
so you're saying that they understand how to receive strikes? That's a,
no, what I'm saying.
A good point,
what I'm saying is this, Steve. In a way, I'm saying that they know what's coming at them. Okay, they understand. Well, punch. And, oh, he did it again.
And there we go.
He's going to flip him over. But Royce is, as you said, Maurice, very limber.
Very limber.
But he's in a very compromised position here.
He should knee him in the back of his ass. Butt cheeks. Buttocks.
The tail, his butt. You can say it. You can say butt. But what do you think of butt? No, True. The sport is doing great. And like I said, this is beautiful. And you'll always hear me say that in conversation because the sport, look at the first 3 fights that were in America, right? In the UFC, for example. The guys were, like you said earlier, Bryce, lack of experience, lack of knowledge. Now it's who's the better competitor overall, the best conditioned athlete, the smartest athlete. The best prepared athlete.
Well, I think the sport of mixed martial arts, much like boxing and kickboxing, now that all the techniques are known, it comes down to the refinement and the training, and the athlete individually himself.
And the conditioning.
Right.
The conditioning is paramount right now.
Especially in this fight.
Most important thing.
Coming up on an hour and 15 minutes, and it's all about conditioning. Because technique is secondary with these guys. I mean, Sakuraba is going to create techniques as he goes, which is great. But I don't know that some of those flashier techniques will be finishing techniques. But nonetheless, they will take Royce mentally out of his game plan.
And unfortunately, there's no decision here because we're going to go for the next. This could be a night, guys.
I think. Oh no, Gilbert! I saw Gilbert Ivel here walking.
He's there. Gilbert's there.
Yeah, he's here. This is going to be. I cannot fight for a while. This is the. Guys, man, this guy's the new sensation from Europe.
Yes, Gilbert Ivel.
He's going to do real good. He's actually going to fight in the next Pride show, June 4th, I believe it is. And I think he's going to do great.
Oh, he's a unique individual.
Really explosive, striking monster.
Oh, yeah, he's great. He does a jump, right hand, jump left hook.
He does anything opposite of Sakuraba. He just does things you wouldn't expect.
Yeah, Gilbert is 22 years old, and he's just like explosive. He's only got 1 loss and 1 draw in his career. He's got like 28 No, he just stopped Tamura.
Yes, he just beat Tamura.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How did you beat him?
TKO.
Oh, my God.
I just saw the magazines. I wasn't sure what happened. No, he's a tough individual. He's very tough. Did you see the fight when he fought Dan Henderson? He spun out.
No, I didn't.
Did you see that? It was like a guillotine.
Dan Henderson got Gilbert Ivel in a guillotine standing, and Gilbert did a spin while standing out of the guillotine.
Vertical or horizontal spin.
You know, speaking of Tamura beat Royce's cousin Henry in another event in Japan. So this, if Royce loses this fight, this will be the third time in a row that Gracie has lost in Japan.
And in 2 weeks, we're going to have the fight between Funaki and Hickson.
Yeah, I won't be there for that one, but that's interesting too.
I heard that Funaki in the paper said today that he did not want to fight.
Because
in the fight, because I don't
know
the
rules.
Yeah.
That's the thing. If you're gonna fight, you fight. If you're gonna talk, you talk. Walk the walk.
Yeah, that's true. But he said that they took away all the offensive weapons like headbutts and strikes.
Okay, fine. Headbutts, you can always eliminate that. That's fine. But elbows, or you can even eliminate that if you want to. It's not a big deal because very few guys really throw them. But let's fight the fight. You know, the rules are we fight. The best man wins. If you're gonna talk the talk, like I said, walk the walk, and walking the walk is taking uncovers and all rules.
Yeah, this is like, we got like a few seconds left. It's every time.
That downward stomp landed. It grazed off Gracie, but it still landed. It was a downward stomp.
1 hour and 15 minutes.
A downward stomp by Kazushi Sakuraba caught Royce, it looked like on the side of the face.
Well, I look at this fight going at least 2 hours. The pace is going down. Now, whether the fans can handle that is another issue.
Are we going to start taking bets on when it's going to end?
You want to do that?
No, I don't.
No, because you never know. The photographers must be tired. Their figures look like, oh my God, how long can I take this?
Yeah, you got 88 rolls of film already ahead. Look at this. They got extra rolls here. Look at that.
Oh my God.
They just brought extra rolls.
How
many? You got 20 extra rolls you got here.
You went down to Save on Drugs and got some more.
Ching-ching. Maybe Costco.
Ching-ching.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Maurice Smith's kickboxing school.
Ching-ching. The Beverly Hills Jiu-Jitsu Club.
Ching-ching.
Yeah, here we go. Sakuraba getting busy.
Oh,
hey. And here it is, the double slap fake.
And he's going to do it again.
And the karate chops right down the middle.
Double karate chop. He tried to break down the chest.
Yeah.
And now he's pulling Royce, trying to flip him over, but Royce is so liberated. And landing the right hand two times, and controlling Royce with the gi. Royce trying to reach around.
That is nice. I gotta admit, that's
nice. A great move with the gi.
Control.
You can't do that with regular trunks on because they'll just come off. See, he's got that gi.
Oh, that is nice.
Nice.
The second right hand didn't land, but the first one did.
Look at that.
Oh, that might have hurt his, well, if it would have hit himself hard, it would have hurt his hand on the canvas. Fortunately, he didn't. So
how long is this fight going to be?
Well, that's right. Okay, we're 2:15, 1:15 now. I say at least 1:45.
Oh, yeah?
Another half hour.
At least.
Predicting another half hour.
Isn't this the longest fight in history?
It may, well, no.
In the history
of NHB history?
NHB history that we know about.
In the history outside of Brazil that we know about, yes, it is.
Yep.
And we're witness to this, guys. We're part of history here.
Oh, I love that. You say Bas Rutten was there.
Yes. And Stephen Quadros was there with Maurice Smith.
Rutten.
He shot in.
Shot in, Royce pulled guard, and Royce going to start working the over-under gi choke. This was a staple move of Royce back in his UFC days. Royce seems to be getting busy now. Sakuraba just wants to play the ground game with him now.
I mean, if you put in that position, what are you going to do? You put your leg around his body for what? You're not going to do anything. You're wasting energy. I mean, I don't understand the reason behind it. I'm not a jiu-jitsu guy, but I'm sure there's a reason behind it, the method behind it, but I don't see it.
Plus, if Sakuraba reached back, he could ankle lock him.
No, I don't think it's possible because he got his legs hurt. Ankle lock is pretty difficult, especially as people know. You know, you have to lock the other leg out because otherwise they can sit on you. They spin up and you lose your control. Leg lock, I would only go for knee bar, or when somebody's wearing shoes, you know, I would go for toe hold, heel hold, something like that. But otherwise, and he's got a high guard. Otherwise, you could do that pick up the feet thing. I don't know. You scoop with your own legs,
You guys don't wonder. What do you think the crowd's thinking now? Are they excited? Are they happy?
Well,
do they respect and admire this, or what? Or is this too much?
I think they respect it because I respect it, and normally I get a pretty good sense of it, and it's a good fight. You know, no, it is. I mean,
well, we're gonna follow you, baby.
I haven't been bored, you know.
No,
we have a lot of
but
fun here.
You got a long ways to go yet, still.
Yep.
I mean, there's still another fight, and then there's the final fight.
Oh yeah, I know.
So
but
you think
like you're a pessimist? I'm like an optimist, thinking only good.
No, you know that's not true, boss. Let me tell you, if the cup is half full or half empty, to me it's half full.
For me too.
Yeah, okay, so you know I'm in the same boat you are.
Yeah, I had the discussion.
Of course, Steve is half empty, I'm sure.
They say
No, it's half full.
Is it?
Sorry to disappoint you,
the
Mo,
sun is
but
half,
I know you're trying to superimpose that.
Better yet, guys, there's water in the cup. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, okay, thank you very much.
Is there
I
really?
would be more happy with beer in the cup.
Not me.
Well, here they are in a stalemate.
Yeah. This is good. This is a pressure point technique here. Put the foot.
You know, that'd be the right time right now for Denmark.
Oh, this is good. This is actually good. If he does it with a little bit more power.
Just chop down there.
He's very limber, Royce. Very limber. I'm very impressed. I'm not that limber. I'm a kickboxer.
No, but if he would, yeah, he is. But look at this is good in his neck. Do it in the neck.
I can't tell it's coming from points, but
no, I think it hurts.
It hurts. It can hurt. It can bother you, if nothing else.
Or it can piss you off, you know, and you want to
make you upset.
And right. Go harder.
It can make you upset. You're right.
Well, there's not a lot happening here. They're just kind of playing chess. I expect the explosion to happen in the.
I think so too. He's got his
the next half of the.
Maybe he's gonna lift him up. You see?
Royce is doing the leg to the kidney or the liver.
Royce is keeping a closed guard now.
If it was myself, I'd just be punching Royce. I wouldn't try to sit there and just punch him. Make him open the guard up.
Hit his legs on the outside. Hit with your hands. You know.
Sakuraba stands back up, and they're back in the standing position.
But they're going to go back to see.
Oh, nice low kick by Sakuraba. Oh. Good low kick by Sakuraba. A little bit below the hip bone.
That would hurt.
That was in a real sensitive area.
He knows it. Now he smells it. Punch first.
Go high now. Go high now.
Good right hand by Sakuraba. Royce seems to not know what to do with the stand-up game now. Sakuraba would be best to stand back up. Stand back up. Because the strikes are working for him, but he's going to be patient.
He's going to do the pull thing again.
That second low kick was
nice.
That was a hard kick. A sweet area right here.
I love that. And it hurt him a lot.
Looks like his voice's mouse is coming up a little bit.
Oh wait, we got. Oh no, it's not going to be live too.
Another kick by Sakuraba.
Oh god, he's leaning on it. Because otherwise there's no time to go.
He's breaking it down. He's breaking it down. He should just back up. Make him stand back up. He's getting aggressive now. Sakuraba. He's got to stand back. He can't hide on the ground. And he can't hide standing up.
5 minutes in the round. 5 minutes in the round.
10 long minutes. If Sakuraba imposes more kickboxing, this could be a very painful round for Royce Gracie.
Listen, I can tell you one thing. If he goes to the bathroom tomorrow, Royce, he cannot sit down, trust me.
Oh, if he sits down, he's not getting up. Help me up.
God,
help me up.
Sakuraba Sakuraba throwing the right uppercut. Partially blocked by Royce Gracie.
This is what Royce is going to do now. He's just going to stay close. So Sakuraba should try to break free, keep the distance and score.
I think Sakuraba should start throwing the knee to the same spot he's been low kicking. He should
Go.
start throwing that knee.
He can't because it's behind him.
Start throwing to the front leg.
To the body.
What I'm saying he should do is get up, quit holding, and go ahead and strike more. Make Royce chase him and strike more. Catch him as he's moving in and kick. Catch him as he's moving in, punch. Create the space to make the attack. Because right now there's nothing going to happen. Of course, then again, this is
Royce is bleeding out the mouth.
Almost 1.5 hours.
Royce is bleeding out of the mouth right now. I think that right hand did land pretty good.
Yeah, he's got blood in his lips. I can see that from over here. Yes, he's bleeding out of the mouth.
So Royce Gracie has a slight nick under his right eye, and he's bleeding out of the mouth now from strikes from Mr. Sakuraba. The punching that Sakuraba did while standing was a little more significant than it looked. and they're just waiting.
Yep. Sakuraba's doing what I said in the beginning, you know, what I should do. He explodes every time. He loads up now again. He's going to wait a little bit for a little chance, and then he explodes again.
Maybe he's a little birdie talking from you to him.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys just telekinesis to each other. You're like telepathic. You can talk to me.
Wasn't that amazing? And then I turn out to have red hair too or something.
Yeah, or get one of those masks. And we'll wear a mask and no one will know it's you.
We have a mask actually like that with a little hole in the middle. Love that movie. It's fun. But anyway,
that's subtle, guys.
Yes, I'm subtle. That's A+.
You know, it's good to be working with two subtle individuals like Murray Smith and Bas Rutten.
Look at Mr. Julio. What do you think is going through his mind for his son? You know, is he feeling the pain of his son? Is he?
He has to.
You know, is he concerned? Is he confident? What do you think is going? What would you?
I think what's going through his mind is that he's been in a long fight like this before, and he's probably harkening back to what he might have done. But he probably wasn't facing the kind of caliber of opponent of this hybrid martial artist in Sakuraba.
Right.
But I'm sure that's what's going through his mind. I'm sure he's having like flashes on the fights he's had.
Kind of a deja vu thing, maybe?
He should have a lot of
respect. Here we go now. Expect the low kick. If Sakuraba was smart, as Bas would say, he would either double jab.
He could have done this in the last 2 rounds, and then it would have been over. He would have
he has to keep doing. He can't get a chance to break.
He doesn't want to take any chances.
No, that's true. You know, that's true.
Because he respects Royce Gracie's ability to finish. So if he burns himself out a little bit, I think that he's just pacing himself.
High kicks or anything like that.
I think Sakuraba is outpatient Royce Gracie in this fight. There's that left hook again. That's the thing. Sakuraba's throwing bombs down when Royce rushing in with his hands down.
Low kick.
Royce throws a kick, and Sakuraba grabs the leg and
throws him down. Okay, he's ready to work.
Oh no, he should kick.
Yeah.
I have to say that it would have been smart for him to do that, but there's a good sense of fair play by Mr. Sakuraba, not to cheap shot. Well, it's actually not a cheap shot. It's not a cheap shot, but nonetheless, it's still, he wants to show Royce Gracie that he can beat him in the most fair way possible, I think.
That's a good point, Steve. Damn, you're good.
Thank you, Pasito.
Now, guys, come on. We see all photographers here at the front with all Polish shirts.
We got the pre-fight stare down and in the fight. And Royce has got his hands up funny. And Sakuraba lands a low kick. Royce going to try and throw that jab. Nothing doing. Sakuraba is...
Royce's leg is really sore.
Yes, he cannot
shoot very heavy in his leg.
Yep.
Sakuraba slipping to the side, throwing his punches.
Oh my God, guys.
He knocks him down.
With a low kick.
He knocked him down with a low kick. That was you know, it's going to be hard for Royce to stand up if this goes past 50 minutes.
Look at that, what he did.
Low kick. He can barely stand up now. See, he switched to southpaw because he can't leave that front leg.
He can't go southpaw. It's not his nature.
No,
it would be a smart move.
It would be a smart move, you're right.
It would be a smart move right now because if he takes one more kick on that same sweet spot, he might not be able to stand up, especially after the round ends and goes out for the next round, if it goes past that.
10 minutes into the round. 10 minutes into the round.
So we have 5 minutes left. Sakuraba's just picking that shot. He's waiting for that right low kick again. And Royce cannot rush in anymore because he doesn't have the spring in his legs from the low kicks.
Listen to the crowd. They love Sakuraba.
All Sakuraba has to do is move out of the way when Royce moves forward and just keep kickboxing him.
But you know what's good about the fans here as well? When this fight's over, the fans will applaud both fighters. It doesn't matter because of their great heart and the great spirit they have.
Good right hand left hook by Sakuraba. Jesus. He's just giving
you see, and if he follows that up with the right low kick, you know, constantly after every punch he can make.
That was a
right hand.
That was a knockdown.
But he was going down anyway, Steve.
It was a right down.
He hit him going down.
Yeah, hit him with that left hook right down.
It's a smart thing to do, actually, what Royce every time does. You know?
Yeah, because it saves himself.
But he's really having problems getting back up. He's really straining to get back up. I think that in this fight, the endurance is one of the key factors, but now it looks like the ability to take pain is also going to be one of the deciding factors in the fight. Oh, good right hand.
He had him.
He shoots, and Sakuraba Sakuraba's busting up now.
Oh, that hurt.
Oh, that was
that one hurt. Oh my God, guys. That one hurt.
Sakuraba landed a good flurry of punches and finished it up with a low kick, then a low kick when he was down.
Man, he's got my respect, man.
Then see now Royce is barely standing on that leg now. He's
now look at his eyes. Look at his eyes.
Yeah, he's nothing.
There's concern there in his eyes.
Sakuraba, when he had Hoyler, Gracie, good right hook. Every time Julio looks nervous. Really concerned. He's nervous now. Royce has switched to southpaw. 3 more minutes. Royce has switched to southpaw. He cannot leave that left leg forward anymore.
The thing is, though, he switched to southpaw, but he can't fight in southpaw. You know what I mean? It's not in nature.
Plus, Sakuraba can still get that back leg.
Go get him. Go get him. He can't. He's not going to do his brother Hoyler.
He wants to go. They're almost fighting 1 hour and 30 minutes.
Or a crescent kick? They're going, what was that?
Look at
Are they getting ready? Are they getting ready to kill him? Does he have a towel?
Yes, he does. He has a
towel in his hand. He has the towel in his hand. He's getting ready to throw in the towel. I never thought I would see this. They're up. I don't know if he's going to dab him up when he comes back in the corner, but he does have the towel in his hand.
So if he does that, it's not Royce's decision, you see?
Yeah.
But Royce is just taking a beating now. He's taking a beating. Sakuraba is all over him in strikes. He's using the gi, much like Keith Hagney did, controlling him, throwing the right hand. Sakuraba is picking Royce Gracie apart at this point. Sakuraba he's not even winded. Royce, unfortunately, has taken a beating so far in the fight.
With a little bit of jump thing or something.
I think you're right. I think he might be.
The signature move?
The signature move. Royce has got a scratch on his face. He's bleeding out the mouth. He's got a mouse under his eye, a little cut under his eye also. His leg is taking significant damage in the fight.
How much can a fighter take, or how much should a fighter take? When should you say win?
But that's why I said, guys, for me, it's not about that anymore, you know? Even if he loses, he's got my respect.
Yeah,
I'm going to shake his hand because this is he's impressing me a lot.
No, I've always been impressed with his desire. He's not a quitter.
1 more minute. Why did Sakuraba do this, huh? Why didn't he just go for it?
Maybe he's just trying to prove a point and slowly grind it down.
Yeah,
I think he's trying to grind him down. I don't know if he's trying to torment him for the rule thing, maybe, to punish him in a way. Because Maurice, I mean, I know that in some of your fights, did you ever carry a guy because you didn't like him until you could inflict more damage on him?
No, I never did that to him.
No,
it's dangerous.
It's dangerous. He's only one out. Yeah,
it's one.
Yeah, but at this point, it's highly unlikely that Royce Gracie would knock out Sakuraba.
Sometimes people say, "Oh, I wish the fight could have took longer. I couldn't show what I really can do." That's bullshit. You want to take out a guy?
Oh, he did it! Oh, he tried it. The voice is long and tall.
You know, Sakuraba has really done a masterful job in this fight of just taking total control of the fight. He did one of his signature moves, the jump flying kick. It didn't land, but nonetheless,
he attempted it.
To do that shows you're absolutely confident.
Yes.
Royce,
now let's see what's going on in Gracie's corner.
Is walking back a little bit tough. He's got a mouse under his left eye and a cut under his left eye.
You know, if it was me, I wouldn't sit down in the ring right now. I'd be standing up, keep my legs, keep the blood flowing in your legs. But boss, you know, you low kick a lot. It's not a good feeling when you sit down and stand up. You want to keep the blood moving and keep walking.
Stand up or let somebody massage your leg while you're standing.
While you're standing, yes.
Best thing to do.
Well, so far, by and large, this has been a tremendous fight.
It is. Oh, it's a good fight. It's a very interesting fight.
It's a very interesting fight. I think, aside from a couple of the lockups and the stalemates.
1.5 hours, guys.
1.5 hours passed?
Yes.
So we're going to the 145 mark.
Okay, now here's the action. Royce Gracie is down on his back.
It's going to be the jump thing.
He's going to jump up, and there he goes. And Royce tries to do the upward stomp a la Bruce Lee.
He did a good job.
Good defense. It's Bruce Lee and
Into the Dragon.
It's Bob Wall.
Yeah.
Okay, now here's Mr. Sakuraba again. I'd like to see one of those low kicks, but here we go again. He actually tried to jump and punch him. He landed the punch. He got the punch in.
But do you see what Royce did? How he reversed him?
Yeah, he moves well.
He moves really well.
It's like Henzo. When he fought in the show, he has a great guard and great movement.
Henzo I think he got the best movement. I always think from all the Gracie, he's the best.
Yeah, he's the best stand-up fighter for sure.
Also, and he's fast.
He's very fast. I mean, I fought him and he got me like 40 seconds. I didn't expect that from him, but he's got a very good ground game. It's very tight and very difficult to pass, his guard.
Yeah.
He's a nice guard. Okay, here's Royce.
That's a nasty scratch on the side of his face.
That's just a scratch. That's okay.
Yeah, it's not that nothing to do anything.
It's a mark for the rest of his life. But you wonder what they say in the corner. What's going on in the corner, you're thinking?
Well,
do you want more?
They're looking concerned. They're looking concerned. They want to stop. You see?
Yeah.
The father's like...
They're looking concerned. They want to stop.
His corner man facing him is no-no.
He's throwing in the towel in.
Kazushi Sakuraba has made Gracie quit.
He made him quit.
In a significant crowd.
Listen at the crowd.
Standing over your headphones.
And look at Royce. He's going to go like a good athlete. He does a good fight.
Mr. Sakuraba.
He made him quit. But you notice, Royce didn't quit. He's put up his towel for him.
Mr. Sakuraba has triumphed over Royce Gracie in his band of Brazilian and Gracie Jiu-Jitsu in a tremendous fight here that went an hour and a half. Kazushi Sakuraba, hardly breaking a sweat, without a scratch on him, has defeated Kazushi Sakuraba. Now, it cannot be disputed that Mr. Sakuraba is one of the greatest, but still, we've got to know whether he's going to continue the tournament. He looks fresh.
I don't think so.
He looks fresh, though.
If he does, he's the man. He's the man. Absolutely the man. There's no momentum out there. But Royce is the man too, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
you know, they both deserve a standing ovation.
Yeah.
But they gave out a lot.
Let's give them a round of applause, guys. That's, from us to you. I mean, Royce fought with honor. He got a lot of good strikes at the beginning of the fight. He tried to control the fight, tried to work his tactics. I know Sakuraba congratulated Helio Gracie. Sakuraba being very, very honorable, very respectful. There's no bad blood here. It was simply a matter of Sakuraba taking care of business. But it is Royce Gracie's first loss. No holds barred. Royce is making his way out of the arena. Mr. Takada is very, very proud.
Good. Really, really good.
A phenomenal showing by Kazushi Sakuraba. He ended up dominating the fight. Royce Gracie was winning early on, but it wasn't a point fight.
Right.
Oh my God, guys, this was what a fight.
It turned out to be a good fight. But you notice though, they wouldn't let Royce quit in the fight. Yeah, it has to quit in the corner.
Yeah.
Safe and face still. It's fine.
But nonetheless, they know because they know he would have gotten really hurt. Yeah. Because it was just a matter of time before he couldn't walk.
Right.
Because he can't walk from the dressing room. He can't walk from the dressing room.
Yeah.
Look at the crowd. Listen, man.
Sakuraba's a hero.
He's a hero. Personally,
Жизнь сплошная борьба вообще. То есть борется за себя, за свои права, за свое существование или за хорошую жизнь, или заниматься чем-то. Придумай что-нибудь.
My style of fighting is just kick out, striking with a little bit of groundwork put into it, but mainly just kick it. Don't miss it. And don't blink. It might happen that quick.
The round lasts 15 minutes.
Big Daddy, Gary Goodridge, 34 years old, born in Trinidad. He's 6'3", and he's right about 240 pounds for this fight.
This is going to be an interesting fight. You got two strikers, two brawlers. On the ground, it won't be pretty, but on the feet, it's going to be one hell of a fight.
Well, it looks to me like Igor has been training. Igor usually has a real smoothness about his body, but he's got some cuts around his ab, man.
Yeah. I think he wants his fight. He wants to win that big money. It made him train. It motivated him to train harder. Not that he doesn't train hard, but he gave out a little bit more, I think.
In the Ukraine, it's about, I heard it's $25. It's like the month salary, so you can imagine $200,000.
Okay, there they go, shaking hands with respect, and the rules are being exchanged once again. One of the things you cannot do in Pride is you cannot kick or knee a person when they're on all fours facing down. And here we go. Opening match. Goodridge versus Vovchanchyn, the rematch. And they touch gloves.
Here they go.
Sportsmanship.
Gary told me he was going to be patient for this fight. We're going to see that. Igor is always patient. And as Boss alluded to, those eyes of Igor Vovchanchyn are ice cold. That's one of his nicknames, Boss.
Yes, ice cold Vovchanchyn.
He's got his hot blood shorts on.
He's an ice cold individual, isn't he?
Not much happening yet.
It's going to be a fill-out, but trust me, Gary's going to try to pick the pace up a little bit, and Igor's going to just use his kickboxing. Understandable aspect, Igor's got better striking ability than Gary, but Gary has tremendous power, so it's a trade-off.
Well, Gary said he was going to frustrate Igor with his jab, and especially his double jab. He said he was going to stick it in his face all night long. We'll see.
It was a good kick there.
That's the start.
He has to lead him in with punches, punch, kick. Don't only kick, especially not with Vovchanchyn, because he's going to counter with his right hand, which is his strongest weapon.
Yeah, he'll trap that leg with his left hand and throw the overhand right like he did against Kerr and some others and get the knockdown. Nice right hand by Vovchanchyn, and he goes for the sprawl.
So Gary should be off first, shooting first a little bit more. Not to hurt, just to score. Go ahead and pick your shots.
It's a low kick by Vovchanchyn into the tie-up and back out.
Yeah, like I said, this will be a striker's fight.
Vovchanchyn with a big overhand right. Catches Gary right on the chin.
This will be a stand-up fight mostly, because neither one are really that good in the ground. But this is going to be, I think, very interesting fighting as far as on the feet. Because Gary, right now, I think I said...
Vovchanchyn with the uppercut and the overhand right.
He has more tools than Gary.
Gary Goodridge with the guillotine, but Igor's got his arm in. Igor swings out and throws the right hand. Now, the thing is about a tournament is that you've got potentially 3 fights. Right hand by...
And a good knee from Daddy Goodridge. Left knee. Whoa, and a good right hand and another right knee.
The only thing about Gary, he keeps his hands down. So, if he keeps this going, he's going to get caught with a right hand from Vovchanchyn. He's got his hands are down and his chin is up. He needs to get himself a little more compact with his upper body. Get his hands in like this, just like he's doing now. And strike instead of just walking forward. He needs to throw some punches back. But just strike. Don't worry about hitting hard. Just strike.
Well, so far, Goodridge has done what he said he would do. He said he would just be patient. And he's been patient. He's landed some good shots. Vovchanchyn goes for the shoot and the tie-up. Blocking the knee
again.
Partially blocked by the cross arm. But now Vovchanchyn is wide open for that knee, and Vovchanchyn goes to the knee.
He's not in good position now. Good sportsmanship, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, that knee was unfortunately a little bit low and unintentional by Igor Vovchanchyn. It hurt Gary.
Gary got a cup on? Yeah, he got a cup on. Well, they don't always work, do they?
They have to.
Yeah, they don't always work. But
that was an unintentional.
Yes.
Yeah. Now I can see that these guys are really prepared to go the long run. They're not coming out there swinging and brawling and just going to spend their wad.
Can you say that?
I think they've got up to a 5-minute rest period for Gary to recover from the unintentional groin knee.
He landed some good knees, Daddy. You see Igor breathing hard, but yeah, then again, you know, he's always doing that, and he keeps fighting. He's a special guy.
He won't stop. He's like most fighters. They won't stop if they can keep going. If they can keep going, they're going to go until there's nothing left. And Igor is known for that. He's like a lumberjack. No, not lumberjack.
He's like the Energizer fighter to me. He just winds up.
He just keeps going.
He keeps going and going and going. Yeah.
Yep, but you can see there that he's in a good condition. He doesn't breathe at all.
Now this is really too bad because I expect that once the match is restarted, there's going to be some fireworks.
But see, this is not really working good for Gary if he wants to make Vovchanchyn get tired. He needs to get back in the fight, make him work some more.
He's going to lose his momentum. There seems to be something happening. I hope that maybe Gary hasn't broken his cup.
Maybe, yep.
Oh, he broke his cup.
Yes.
That was a knee, folks. When you throw a knee and you break the protective cup, that is a reason to maybe stop and take a little break.
Yeah, that's not a strong enough cup for that man.
You know, I shall tell you one thing for that. Use a Thai cup like I do. They're steel. They will never break. They will hurt actually the opponent.
Absolutely. If you throw a punch, kick, or a knee, it will hurt you, not the person wearing the cup. Well, this is good because they will continue. It would have been a tragedy if Goodridge would have been hurt and had to stop fighting, because this is a fight that a lot of people have wanted to see in rematch.
Yes.
Very few people expect this one to go the distance.
Oh my, it cannot be, because this is like tough.
Well, like I said, as far as strategy is concerned, if this was a strategy, which I'm not saying it is, but this is not going to work good from either side because they're both getting rest time.
Yep.
If you were to be the guy, you feel that the guy's going to get tired, you want to get back in the ring and push the guy away. But like I said, as we can see, this is an equipment problem, so I don't know.
There's no problem there, and there was no intent in Igor.
No.
Igor's totally cool.
No, you know, boss, these guys in our business are very good athletes and very good sportsmanship. It's beautiful in this game.
And here he comes, back in, and they're ready to go. If anything, they got a rest period out of that. So they're both going to be fresh, and I don't think they cooled down enough to where they lost their heat.
But now it might inspire somebody to get a little more fired up.
So far, Gary has done a lot better than he did in the first fight.
Oh, yes, he's doing really good.
Over there goes Igor with a 1-2-3. He landed the right hand.
Just a little bit, but it was a good counter. It's a good point. The thing is with Gary, he's got to move not backwards, but sideways motions, left or right.
Igor threw that left hook with evil intentions.
And you're going to get hit with a right hand if he keeps doing what he's doing. Gary will, because Igor throws it a lot. He throws a right hand. He doesn't care. As long as he throws it, he's happy.
Well, one thing that Gary told me is that he noticed that Igor ducks down low when he throws his punch, and he tends to meet his chin with a knee, which he did earlier in the round.
You lose him perfectly into the corner, and then he lets him escape to the left, you know. Right. Try to hold him there.
That's lack of stand-ability. Gary has Igor cornered in the corner, like you said. He has him boxed in, but he's not keeping him there. And that's something they're not working on, obviously, in his camp, how to keep him in. Because all you have to do is cut the ring off.
Not only that, but if he was going to use his left jab, he might throw the right low kick behind it the same way Ernesto Hoost did when he stopped Igor Vovchanchyn in the cave. Oh, nice little combination.
And a left kick, too.
Now, Gary, usually when they drop their hands and start clowning like it didn't hurt, it did hurt.
But Daddy, I don't know, because Daddy is a special guy, let me say that.
Yeah, he's built like a tank. Double jab by Goodridge, blocked by Vovchanchyn.
But if you notice, if you're going to look at it, Gary's just walking forward. He's not putting any particular method behind his madness here. He's just walking forward.
There's that overhand right by Vovchanchyn. Goodridge is hurt bad. Good right hook by Vovchanchyn.
He should move now instead of going to see. He should move. Hold him,
close the distance, and grab him.
When Vovchanchyn has this kind of distance,
this is what he should do.
He can really hurt people. He hurt Gary Goodridge. Goodridge was stung. He was on the end of that punch. Gary threw it with every intention, a Hail Mary punch.
This is what he should do. It's perfect. Hold him and recover.
Yes, you have to recover.
We got 3 rounds of 15 minutes, guys. This is, Jesus Christ, what a tournament. Huh?
Oh, my.
And unlimited rounds, 20-minute rounds in the final.
Yeah, it's a lot to ask of fighters, but, these are gladiators.
Yep.
And that's what they're driving us to go that direction, apparently, to be gladiators.
Yep.
I think that Vovchanchyn, if he was starting to slip in the fight, he definitely got back in the match with that punch combination that hurt Gary Goodridge.
With some solid punches, and he took them good. He fought, bit through, and this is good what he's doing now.
See, that's the thing. Like I said, you got a guy who's working on striking, a guy who can strike. And it's not natural for Gary to strike as far as the fundamentals are concerned. He doesn't understand the fundamentals.
And down they go.
Use that moves you used on me yesterday.
Uh-oh.
And Igor gets the guard.
Why did he let him get the guard?
Gary Goodridge might still be stung from those punches.
No. I think he's all right. He don't feel comfortable. He's going to want to fight like he fought the last guy. He likes fighting in that position because he can be the dominant factor, he feels.
Now, I don't think that Gary Goodridge is going to leg lock Igor Vovchanchyn.
No. Well, you never know nowadays. Everybody's getting smarter.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do it. There are no shoes, you know. It's a dangerous thing to do. Going for a leg lock, you lose position, you know.
Well, one thing that would benefit Gary if he did go for leg lock is Igor does have the ankle wraps, and that would help him because without that, it would just slip right out.
Open now, Gary. It's open. Drive through
I don't think Vovchanchyn knows a lot about grappling. He had his hand. He has Vovchanchyn's hand. If you notice, Gary's right hand has Vovchanchyn's right hand underneath his back.
Oh, I see it.
Now that is one of Vovchanchyn's phantom punches, is that he goes around the outside of the back of the head and strikes with his knuckles against your ear.
But you see, he can't use his other hand, his power hand, because Gary has his hand underneath his small of his back. So Gary has an open side on Vovchanchyn's, what's that, his right side?
Yeah, right side.
Right side. So Gary, but then again, Gary has to take advantage of it, and he's not looking. He just punches. He has to look where he's punching.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's points going against you.
Yeah, but it's always dangerous.
Yes.
You never take a shot. 10 of these shots gonna hurt.
Well, one thing is that Goodridge, in holding that hand, better be sure that he doesn't spend all his energy just strong-arming that hand.
He has we call it an arm wrestler's grip. Vovchanchyn's not getting out of that.
Yeah, that's true. And we got the glove.
But cardio can affect the arm wrestler's grip.
Definitely.
I would hit if I was Gary to the body, and I don't know.
Yeah, he should be throwing some low body shots.
Body shots a couple and then go to the head.
Just to the side of the belly button would be a nice
I don't
place.
think those punches from Vovchanchyn don't hurt, you know? This guy is a solid punch, even from there.
Now, in Pride rules, there is no head-butting, no eye gouging, and no biting. There's also no elbows to the head.
Right.
And you're forbidden to strike behind the head or the spine.
He's going to go around him.
They let go of that other hand, so now Vovchanchyn's got both his guns ready to fire. Even from the bottom, he can sting Goodridge.
Protect yourself. Stay tight. Protect yourself.
He's into his corner to tell him to protect himself. But for what? He's in no immediate danger at this time. He's in top position, but he can capitalize a lot better than what he's doing. But just scoring. Just score. Look busy. Doesn't mean to be all hard and powerful. Just look busy. That's it. That's all Vovchanchyn's doing. He's just looking busy.
Now, guys, this so far would be a hard one to score because who would you give the advantage to so far, Mo?
Right now, I still got to go to Vovchanchyn right now.
Oh, my God. He just let him back up without paying the price. Nothing. He could have just walked in and thrown a punch at least when he stood back up, but he just let him get up like fair play. Vovchanchyn goes to the overhand right. Goodridge blocks and knees with that right knee.
That was a good punch from Goodridge there.
Right hand by Vovchanchyn.
Yes.
My God, guys, what a fight.
Oh, this is a tremendous fight.
Oh, that hurts.
Good left hand by Vovchanchyn.
Vovchanchyn's being very aggressive. He knows now Gary's a little tired. He's being aggressive.
He's going to the body to capitalize on that.
That liver kick came through. Oh.
Gary is tired.
Gary
is tired. It's too bad because it might be a matter of time before Vovchanchyn. Oh, and a partially blocked. Vovchanchyn elbow block.
Here comes the right hand from Vovchanchyn. Yep. See, Vovchanchyn's just scoring, which is doing smart.
Yeah. He's going down low. He's going to look to dig that left hook to the body, but Gary Goodridge tied him up.
If Gary could kick, he should kick as well.
Yes, I think so too. And he can kick. He told me that he works on kicks.
See, because you got to understand, throwing knees, I find to be they espouse a lot of energy.
They're both getting tired now. Whoa.
Good left kick.
Whoa.
And Igor slips right out of the way of that right hand.
Good knee to the body. Oh.
Good left hand by Gary Goodridge. Oh. Big right hand by Igor Vovchanchyn. Gary Goodridge is in big trouble. He's in big trouble.
That's it.
The referee has stopped the fight. Igor Vovchanchyn by TKO. Whoa. That was a huge right hand.
Yes, it was. And
my God, he's exhausted. Both of them.
But Gary's upset with that decision. But most fighters tend to be upset with any decision that's not in their favor. You know, but he got shot. He got hit with a good shot.
I think Igor Vovchanchyn, in winning that, had to spend a little bit more than he had expected. He might have taken Gary a little bit lightly, but he did end up finishing him off. Okay. 10 minutes, 14 seconds.
The first round.
By knockout. Actually, it was a TKO because the referee had stopped the fight. Now that was a tough fight.
Yeah, but like I said, the difference being I felt was that Igor's got more striking.
Look at this. The left first hits him. Watch the
that right hand.
That's the one that did it.
Was almost like a push punch though, and Gary just slips and he's just.
Yeah, he's slipping also.
Yeah, he's hitting the back of the head kind of.
There it is again. There's the.
Right.
Now Gary landed a good left hand there.
Right there.
And
then behind the back of the head.
Oh, that was a tough one. Right on the cranium, the base of the skull, and he just does the
equilibrium was gone. Yeah. Now here, was it a just stop?
Yeah, I don't believe that it was necessary.
There it is, right there. There's the overhand right. It was almost like a ridge hand.
Yeah, but watch this. He slips out. You see that he slips. He just slips. You see he slides out.
Yeah.
But he's protecting
himself. So he could have kept going.
Yes, it could have kept going.
Well, I think one of the things that the referees here do is that they try and protect the fighters.
Oh, and that's what it's all about.
小さくても頑張ってるやつがいるっていうのを見てもらってます。あんだけ違うからこそやりがいがあるし、自分でもすごい楽しみにしてます。やっぱり外人には負けたくないですね。
Fighting has changed my life. Thank all my fans who have stood by me for such a long time. It's been a up and down few years, but I've had a lot of loyal fans send me emails to tell me to keep my head up and stay involved in fighting, because I did go through some rough times, and I told people I was going to be around for a long time. I'm still here, and I'm going to be a champion again, and I appreciate all the support.
I've had the pleasure of knowing both these gentlemen. One, I fought Mark, of course, and two, I've trained with Shoji. He came to Seattle and learned some kickboxing. Shoji, like I said, is a tough opponent. Whether he gets caught early, it's up to Mark. But then how much energy does Mark have in the later rounds as well?
Coleman!
So it's going to be an interesting fight.
Okay, I think this is going to be an interesting fight. I think power is going to be definitely in Mark Coleman's favor.
But striking may be in Shoji's favor, I feel.
I think so, and Shoji is a very wily individual. He went the distance. Okay, here we go. This is
Coleman.
This is Mark the Hammer Coleman, one of the most well-conditioned athletes from a strength point of view ever in the sport, as far as his strength.
Yeah, he has great, tremendous strength, but, you know, in fighting, it's a matter how long you maintain that strength.
Well, that came into play when you fought him, Maurice, in UFC 14. His strength was, but you outpatiened him.
Well, the difference being is that Mark fought more, me more with emotion instead of fighting under knowledge or what have you. But he's learned from that. The loss actually made him a better fighter. Sure, he lost the next fight against Pedro Rizzo, but you know that he's become a smarter fighter. Now, whether that transpires in this ring or not is another issue, because it depends on how much Shoji gets to Mark's head.
Now, Mark Coleman is currently trained by Pat Miletich, who is the current UFC lightweight champion. Pat behind him right now in the walkthrough. Coleman is 6'1", and he weighs 235 pounds for this match. He's 35 years old, and this will be his 4th appearance in Pride.
So he's not working along with another gym in Georgia?
No, he's currently training. He's been training with Pat Miletich for a couple of weeks now, and Pat's really happy with his cardio. Pat said he put him through some hellacious cardiovascular workouts, and that would have made most people throw up. And Coleman evidently just didn't even blink. I think in this fight, it's going to be a real interesting clash of styles. I wonder how aggressive Mark Coleman will come out. That could be to his detriment if he does.
Well, I think what he's going to do. Once he's on the ground, he's going to make a big explosion. Because he's going to shoot in, and he probably will get him on the shoot. Probably not as fast as I can't take it out of my fight with him.
And here he is, Mark the Hammer Coleman.
But he's going to shoot in, and then on the ground, he probably will explode for a minute. And then he'll focus himself a little bit.
Former 3-time UFC champion. He won 2 UFC 8-man tournaments. He also won a UFC super fight against Dan Severn. And here's his opponent, Akira Shoji, making his way up. Both men entered the Grand Prix opening round in January. Mr. Mark Coleman won by a neck crank, as you mentioned, to Masaki Satake in 114 in January. And Mr. Shoji made it into the finals here in May by a decision over Ebenezer Fontes Braga from Brazil.
Yeah, I saw that fight, interesting fight, both of them. But Coleman, he's a strong competitor, but we're going to see how he fights this fight. I know when he gets on the ground, he's going to make a quick explosion. After that, he's going to focus on control and strikes.
And here we go.
All right, here it is.
Miletich has spoke very highly of Mark Coleman's new stand-up ability, so we're going to see some of that. We might even see some boxing.
Out of Mark?
Out of Mark. Miletich told me, he said, his stand-up is much better. He came in and with an open mind and picked up things really quick, basically did everything we asked him to do. Watch out for some KOs. Those are Pat Miletich's words.
He's actually throwing a jab. He's throwing a jab now. Pretty decent jab.
Yeah, Coleman is really excited about getting back in here. He feels that this is the best tournament that he's ever been in, and he feels it's an unbelievable group of people. He feels very fortunate to be lucky, and he's trained as hard as he possibly could, and he's looking forward to getting back on top of the sport, as he says. Coleman is boxing fairly well. Oh, nice low kick by Shoji.
He's not worried about the first few. The first few aren't going to really matter because he's going to shoot in pretty soon.
But he's cracking pretty hard. If Coleman is thinking boxing, he might start eating low kicks. If he's not thinking wrestling, because his forte is wrestling. We know him as the wrestler, but right now he might be thinking boxing, because Shoji will exploit that by using the low kick, which is the defeating factor of a straight boxer.
He's going to shoot soon, Marcus. You see, slowly inch himself in. He's going to try to corner him and shoot in. Oh, he's going to punch. I don't think he should punch, though. He should go ahead and get him on the ground. This is the Pat. Pat's going to throw more jabs.
Oh, there's a knee by Coleman. Coleman tries for the single, and he gets the single leg. And he's down into a half guard.
See, you notice he's really calmed down. See, I thought he was going to attack right now.
What? Is he tapping? Oh, no. Bullshit!
Oh, there seems to be some kind of controversy. I think Coleman did land a knee, and Coleman is angry. I hope he can regain his composure. Coleman doesn't want to get angry here and get out of his game plan. He landed a knee.
There could have been a low blow, that's what they're saying.
There was a knee before they went down, and he may have fallen on him with his knee.
Yeah.
And Shoji is not one to fake.
No.
Coleman's got to keep his composure. He's got to stay cool. He can't let this get to him, because that will throw him out of his game plan. I think one of the things that you did when you fought Mark Coleman, you got him out of his game plan. You got under his skin a little bit verbally, and then it made him make some mistakes.
Yeah, that's the thing. He has to stay focused in the game. He has to stay focused in the fight, and don't let it bother him. But that comes with he's a competitor like that. I mean, he has to learn to control.
Okay, here's the knee. Okay,
it is a low shot.
That was a little bit low. It was right on the. It was like. But
it wasn't purpose.
Yeah, it was not a purpose. But it looks like they're going to go for a yellow card, so they're going to give him a warning.
No.
But Coleman can't let this get to him. He's got to stay cool. Okay, there's the knee again, and
watch. Yeah.
It was an unintentional knee by Mark Coleman. Shoji is recovering, and Coleman has gotten a warning, which means he was issued a yellow card. I don't think it'll be a factor because Mark did not do it on purpose. Mark is not a cheap shot guy. He's a real, honest, straight-up guy. Shoji's back in the fight. And Shoji's been fighting pretty smart so far, using the low kick to neutralize the boxing. Shoji comes in with a flurry. Right hand by Mark. Just grazed off the top of the head of Shoji. Good thing Shoji ducked.
Under that one, yeah.
Good thing, because that was a hard shot. Coleman's coming out throwing some serious left.
His mind's at the game. He wants to kill now. That's when you got to focus, relax.
Yeah, he's got to make sure he doesn't, shoot his energy. Shoji is good in this guard position. We know that. We know he's really good at jiu-jitsu. Shoji is from the A3 gym here in Japan. He's on the bottom. Doesn't seem worried. Seems very relaxed. Coleman stacking up high.
A lot of fighters now, they're not really focused, worried about getting hit in the body. They are relaxed now. The sports have evolved to the level it's now. It's incredible. It's beautiful.
Well, here Coleman is going to the body with the right hand.
That's who I would play it if I was Mark.
Yeah, he's going to the body then the head.
I would just stay in the box, stay on top and control and strike. Don't try to break the guard. Just be careful of the arm bar.
One thing that I'm impressed with Mark Coleman is he's throwing short punches to the head. He's not trying, yeah, and he's not trying to loop his punches. So he's not going to spend the kind of energy he may have spent at the early part of his career. He's going to look like he might be thinking about that neck crank.
Yeah.
He's thinking neck crank, but Shoji,
too high up there.
Yeah, Shoji knows the good defense against the neck crank. I don't think Shoji's going to get neck cranked in this fight. Shoji, if anything, is one of the ultimate survivors in the Pride circuit. He's never lost by a tap out. He's only lost one fight, and that was to Igor Vovchanchyn.
Mark's throwing some serious leather, boy. He's trying to kill this guy's ribs here. So this would be the thing where the wrestlers will have an advantage, the control factor. Oh, he's throwing some serious body shots. You can hear it.
Well, Shoji's tucking up real tight with that knee and that elbow. But look at those red marks. He's getting welts on the side of his left rib cage.
But in a way, if you let Mark do that, he's going to tire out eventually. You can't maintain that kind of power for that at the time.
This is reminiscent of a fight that Don Fry had against Mark Hall, where he just punched and punched and punched and punched, almost punched himself out.
Yeah.
And they had to continue in the tournament. But Coleman is not expending the kind of energy Fry did against Mark Hall in that UFC fight.
He's expending a bit, but not. But how long will he maintain? It's a 15-minute round, right?
Yeah.
So how long can he maintain that?
Because Coleman now has a reasonably good stand-up game. I don't think that Pat would be adverse to him popping back up and going stand-up again.
Why not?
Because he might be able to hurt, because he's got the guy hurt with body punches so far.
5 minutes passed in this round.
So we've got 10 minutes left, and Coleman has basically been all over Shoji.
Just in the control factor.
Just in the control, right.
That's all he has to do. That's all I would do. And that's where the wrestlers are going to have the advantage over most of the guys, because they can control the guard.
Oh, that side of Shoji's is looking bad, but it may be more cosmetic than anything, because Shoji has a little bit of a layer of flesh there. He's not really cut. Usually, now they're going to restart them because they're starting to slide out of the ring. In Pride rules, if fighters are engaged in a fight and they start to slide out of the ring, they will reset the fighters and make them start in the same position. Right. Now, Shoji has the kind of body type where the body punches will look bad, but because he's got that layer of skin, unlike a person who's really cut, it won't hurt him as much, right?
Layer of fat, basically.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest here. He's got a little layer of fat that's going to help him. Fat's a good thing, too.
Yes, Mo. No, I know I can count on my colleague and friend Ray Smith to cut to the chase. I have to be neutral here, but
no, Mark's playing smart. He's playing pretty smart, but how long can he maintain his pressure is not an issue.
Shoji has strictly been in defensive mode since they went on the ground. He doesn't have a lot of options because Coleman has never been tapped out in a fight from a submission hold.
Well, he did have the one with Takada. That's that on part with Takada.
Oh, that's right. Actually, it was a heel hook, wasn't it?
You're right. It was a heel hook.
Yeah, it was a. So I stand corrected. Coleman was submitted by Nobuhiko Takada.
Yes. Gallant fight.
Yeah, it was a. Anyway, Mr. Shoji, Looks like he's showing some. Uh-oh, Coleman's starting to land to the head now.
See, I personally don't like the closed guard for this kind of fighting. I think the open guard's a much better guard. Where the legs are in between the other guy's legs.
Yeah, you've got more options.
You got more options. You can move away from a lot of these strikes. Where in the closed guard, you're going to sit there and take a beating. Why?
Yeah, I agree with you because in the open guard, well, he can't sweep Coleman, but he can scoot him back.
He can scoot him back. He can push him back. He can go underneath or whatever. There's a lot more options. In the closed guard, you have that one option, take a beating. Even Gracie didn't fight. Even Royce didn't fight the closed guard too much in this fight. He fought the open guard a little bit. Not the way that I would do it, but as far as the way I use my open guard, but he definitely did. His legs were always kept open so he could move.
Shoji throwing a little backhand with nothing on it.
Well, right now, Shoji's losing this round. And this is a round that we can count.
Yes, this is a round to where if Coleman continues in this way, then we're back on the judge system after the Royce-Gracie fights because now all fights. Oh, Shoji pops back up. Shoji's got to get busy and do something.
I think he's thinking that Coleman's going to gas out as well. That's what I'm thinking.
But it doesn't look like Coleman. Coleman's got a lot of energy. Milicic was correct in saying that Coleman's stamina is much improved. And his boxing ability looks pretty decent.
It's a lot better.
But Coleman so far has dominated. Now, this is going to bring about a little bit of a thing. This has not been a close fight. But we have that 10-kilogram rule that the lighter fighter gets the edge in scoring. But I think that Coleman has pretty much controlled this fight. So,
yeah, he's controlled this
nice
fight.
trip takedown there by Mark Coleman back into the guard of Akira Shoji. But I can't see how that would be a factor in giving this a draw round.
No, I don't. I have to agree with you on that one, Steve.
So we're here at the Tokyo Dome for the Pride Fighting Championships 2000. Akira Shoji on the bottom, taking punch after punch from Mark Coleman.
And like I said, this is going to be difficult for the guy in the bottom to fight the wrestlers because essentially there's no stand.
Look at that side, Maurice.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice work. It's good work through Mark's end. But since there's no stand-ups, this is going to be bad for the guys who don't have any wrestling background, really. Jiu-Jitsu does not fare well, nor does us kickboxing for the most part fare well against the wrestlers on the ground. This is where he's going to control them.
Yeah, I know with your fight against Coleman, endurance was the major factor in that.
Major factor.
I mean, you had good defense that you had learned from, the Shamrocks and the Lions Den,
yes,
and some of the other people you trained with, but the endurance, but you give Coleman some endurance.
10 minutes into the round.
Coleman really trying to tee off. Now Coleman's got the side mount, and if he gets the mounted position, this could be this.
Now the mount's not a big concern. Really. It's not a big concern.
Well, now he's got his back. Now Coleman is not notorious for this. Oh, good punch by Coleman.
Shoji's got a cut.
Shoji's got a cut his eye, and he's really starting to take a beating. I wouldn't be surprised if Coleman just turned this into a boxing match and wanted to keep it standing because on the ground, Shoji has no shot. Shoji is getting lumped up now. Coleman is virtually unscathed by the fight so far. Shoji just measuring his man, going in with a jab. Oh, uppercut. Oh, good uppercut by Mark Coleman. It kind of grazed off the front of Shoji's face. Otherwise, it could have had some pretty bad consequences. Absolutely. Because that was a Hail Mary swinging from the rafters uppercut.
Shoji should have, if he had better striking, it could be a different fight. Right now, he doesn't. Mark feels comfortable on his feet because Shoji's not giving anything back. A couple of low kicks are not going to make the whole fight. You got to hit Mark in the face. You have to jab back.
Jab, Mark, jab.
Coleman really looks good, but he's fighting a smaller opponent. But nonetheless, I mean,
he's fighting well still.
He's fighting great. Shoji landed a good little short left. And back into the standing clinch. Coleman dropping down low. Good body shot by Mark Coleman.
Good body shot, buddy.
Going back to that left side. Oh,
that one hurt Shoji. Because he's moving now. He's adjusting to the punches.
That's that same side he was grinding away at while they were on the ground. That's Shoji's left side, which is getting pretty ugly.
What Shoji should do is make Mark
through a right hook to the leg.
Yeah.
We're seeing more of that now.
There's no offense on Shoji's side, so therefore there's no fear for Mark to worry about anything. You have to fight back in order to make the guys go out this game plan.
3 minutes left.
Yeah, right now, Shoji's not going on the game plan. He's just letting Mark do what he wants. He's having his way with him.
At this point, as valiant a warrior as Shoji is, now Mark Coleman's throwing knees. As valiant a warrior as Shoji is, he needs, in my opinion, a knockout or at least a couple knockdowns to get in this fight to where it would be at least a draw.
Shoji's watching himself fight, to tell you the truth. He's looking at the monitor watching himself fight.
Well, there's one thing about Shoji. I mean, he epitomizes the word tough. I mean, he can really take some shots.
Yeah, he's taking some shots.
Oh, that was a beautiful, good right hand by Mark Coleman. Coleman was right on the money. Shoji's got a good chin.
He's got a good chin.
Uppercut followed by a hook if he puts his head down again.
Coleman's punches are educated punches now.
Shoji's short.
Digging.
Shoji's grabbing the
standing.
short.
That's even more brutal than when they were on the ground.
What I would do, I'd make Mark fight me. Even though he's fighting, he's not fighting like he's fighting at his own pace.
Yeah.
You gotta make him get out of his pace.
His face is a mess right now.
And it's just the first round.
That right eye of his looks horrible. Shoji's blinking pretty hard.
If I was Shoji's corner, I'd probably throw the towel in now because he's not fighting. He has no offense.
You wouldn't wait till the end of the round?
Well, after this fight, definitely. After this round, definitely. He's not throwing any offense. He's only doing just receiving.
Yeah, he's taking a beating, that's for sure. Oh, Shoji tries a low kick. Coleman steps in. Oh, trying to spinning back kick, but Coleman stepped in. Good move by Coleman. Coleman has vastly improved his stand-up game. Shoji takes Mark Coleman down.
Yeah, reversed it in midair.
Unbelievable.
Look at him fighting back.
Papa Wizard. Unbelievable.
Oh, but Mark's gonna muscle out of it.
He's gonna muscle out. Use a little bit of energy, but get back out. That was really a valiant move by Shoji. Half a wizard.
If the ropes weren't there, he would have got it.
But the ropes actually helped him control him for a second.
It worked for him and against him. On the bottom, it worked for him. No, let me rephrase that. When he threw him, it stopped him from going completely over, but it held him there for a second.
I think that you have a valid point about Shoji's corner throwing in the towel because Shoji is looking pretty bad.
Yeah, it's not worth it. You know, you can always fight again.
Exactly. That's one thing. With open weight tournaments, now that a lot of the guys, they're getting comparable skills, it's really tough for the small guys to beat the big guys like it was in the beginning when people like Royce, Gracie came on with a lot of skills and were fighting guys with a little less skill.
Less or none.
But weight is a factor now. It definitely is. That's the end of round one. Mark Coleman virtually put a beating on Akira Shoji on the ground and standing. Mark got a little upset early on when they called a knee that he threw to the body, which was a little low blow. And
one more round, this is one more. It's 3 rounds, or this is it?
No, it's.
There shouldn't be no overtime, I don't think.
No, it's 1 15-minute.
1 15-minute. Well, then he wins.
Yeah, it's 1 15-minute round. Yeah.
But to look at it like they're going for another round. 2 rounds?
1 round in the judges.
Okay, we're looking at a judge's decision in this. So they're going to come to the center of the ring to announce. Now, Coleman's on top. He's hammering away, thus the name Mark the Hammer Coleman, going to the body and the head. And here we are for the judge's decision.
Yeah, it's not going to go in. It's decisive. Mark won the fight. There's no question.
I cannot picture how they could come to any other conclusion. And okay, it's a unanimous decision victory, a dominant, one-sided victory for Mark Coleman. Mark Coleman advances in the Pride Fighting Championship 2000 with a dominant victory.
And look at that. That's what about the sport. The camaraderie, the sportsmanship. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It's such a tough type of fighting. Right. very nice for people to see it. You guys can go in there and beat each other up. Come out like buddies. It's really nice.
I think Coleman exhibited a great improvement vastly in his stand-up, in his ground control, in his patience. He's really grown as a warrior in this sport.
Yeah, he's grown. You know, but like I said, you have to fight. You got to make him fight too. Everything goes with power. So you can't let him control the pace. You have to make him out of his game plan.
And it was a great performance by Mark Coleman.
It was a good performance.
And it was a very soulful and heartful performance by Akira Shoji in losing. He will be back.
Oh, yeah, he's back.
He's well liked here in Japan, and for obvious reasons, because he's got a whole lot of heart.
No, we're not in the video. It looks pretty close. I mean, it can be questionable if you want to.